Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. It's timeless. It's not love face. We are due for another skeleton key reading. I'm really excited about the thumbnail. When I finished it, I noticed some like weird synchronicities that I didn't intend. So I'm wondering like how, I guess, powerful of a reading this is about to be. I'm just really excited to see the messages come out for every single pile. So I'm gonna stick with what we've been doing in terms of how I name the video. I do have everything kind of laid out, everything cleansed. I have a lot of decks, so bear with me if this ends up being longer. I don't mind these ones being longer because I don't do them as often. And typically it has things that can benefit you in a variety of areas of your life. So we've got a little bit of lavender going here for some clarity. I'm actually, I've got my howlite here. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'm being really encouraged to take my time with today's reading. So I don't know. I'm hearing something about a treat. So maybe some of you want a treat yourself. I don't know. Maybe that's what you need. Take that however it resonated. I'm going to hop into the pile selection now. For those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to listen to me describe each key so you can make your selection, the time is now. Pile number 1 is the golden 8 key. Pile number 2 is the blue square key. Pile number 3 is the gold blooming heart key. And pile number 4 is the silver tree of life crown key. I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1. So if you selected the golden 8 key, then this is your reading. So the original theme was, what are you unlocking? You know, stepping in. The title says what's going to be revealed, what you need to know, any potential outcomes, especially if you have a very specific situation on your mind. We'll try to get to the bottom of it. I will pull from a variety of decks and yeah, we'll see. So for those of you that are new, I read past, present, and incoming energy. And I do read from a polarity. There's often a light and a shadow side. You just have to find yourself in a lesson or the journey. You could very well be both. Currently, you could very well be both at various times of your life. Yeah, so hopefully this doesn't get confusing. And I'm going to get started. So some of you may be stalling, some of you may be waiting for something, some of you may be delaying. Okay, that's probably going to be a theme because I can feel myself stalling and I don't know why. So let me just pull something about not being sure, not being certain, which makes sense. So this may be my confused file. Only because I don't know, just something about feeling sure. And because the thing about it is, like, I was stalling and like I want to make sure I'm saying everything I need to say before I start the reading, but I don't know that I normally drag that much. So let me get your first card so I can see. If you feel like you're in chaos, like if you feel like there's a lot going on, the best thing to always do when you're feeling overwhelmed is to pause until you settle. You don't really want to act from anxiety or I'm hearing the word agitation. So just be cool. It's like, you know what I mean? Like take space, take a break, do whatever you need to do before acting or overreacting. And this is my first time one of these has fallen in reversals. I'm not gonna what am I gonna, I'm not taking the bottom from this deck. So let me just shift this here. And you got the number 9. Fly a Garrick. What's this? Why am I having a fog? Yeah, things may really be foggy. There's no, yeah, I got a little incense going, but there's nothing that should really be foggy. Okay. Right. There we go. It's in reverse. Honestly, I'm realizing some of you, the reason why I'm moving so slowly and I'm kind of like taking my time, some of you are actually listening to the sounds in the background. That may be helping you soothe. Good, good. If this is helping, binaural beats, sound bowls, maybe you need to be listening to some of those. Okay, let me get the book so I can see what this reversal means in this deck. I'll even hold it up so if you want to pause, you can see. Or maybe not, because I don't know something about this pile. There's a lack of vision, a lack of clarity. Let me get to the page. Okay, it says I'm part of the enchanted world. I'll hold it here so you can pause. That way you can see which image, what some of your visual, if there was something that caught your attention. Okay, so it talks about doing things that may not make sense. Okay, that's what that card talks about. So something about you, you're in a position right now where you're potentially doing things that you may perceive as not making sense. I didn't even know where I wanted to put the book. So I'm a little all over the place in a way that I'm usually not with these readings. Don't let yourself be pulled in a variety of directions. If you're like stabilized, right? Like I'm part of the enchanted world. You do have power, you do have control, right? You do have power, you do have control. You are a part of the world in a way that you can control your destiny, you can control your world. And again, there's always a polarity. So some of you are trying to overly control things and need to just learn how to relax and roll with it. And then others of you are just being pulled all willy-nilly to a point where there's no structure, there's no clarity. Okay. But one of the key themes that I saw in this book, that it said be willing to be perceived as foolish. So that's typically when we find the most impactful, the most innovative aspects of ourselves. When we do things, when we take risks, when we do things that are challenging, things that don't seem either logical, like they make sense, because even doing something new could be not making sense, because why would you do something you don't know what you're doing, you don't understand it, you may not even be good at it, right? But that's early stages as you grow and learn and develop. So that's a message for someone here. Let me get another card, see what's going on, because right now the key theme that I'm experiencing for this energy, for this I want to call it crazy 8 oh wow, golden 8 pile, is confusion and chaos. So you may be my piles that often go to the love readings and you're always confused. One of the things I want to share with you is by definition the word light is visibility and clarity. By definition, the darkness, the dark side, the shadow side is abstract, is confusion, just so we're all on the same page, right? Yeah, I'm not taking all of those. Give me one, please. I just want one from this deck. I'm not gonna get one, I'm gonna get two. I heard the words out like start overs. Like I actually almost started this pile over because of how much confusion it is right now. Like I'm at 6 minutes and I don't feel like the energy is grounded at all. So you may really be unstable right now, or just feeling like you're in a period of instability. If that is you emotionally, mentally, if it's excessive, definitely don't hesitate to seek any support you may need. You don't always have to struggle through chaos and confusion solo, okay? I say that you have, the reason why I'm taking these, you have 13 and 31, so you may be seeing repeating 1s and 3s, okay? 1s and 3s. Because we have the child and son, I literally, very specific message, where we talk about children. This could be something regarding a child, regarding a son, right? The son. Some of you may be expecting or expecting soon. Congratulations, it's a boy. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what we have here. So interesting energy. So the child and the sun talks about new beginnings and a very, very prosperous future. So if you're feeling confused, if you're feeling like you're in chaos, if you're feeling ungrounded, just know that's a key, like that's a necessary step in any journey, right? Especially when we talk about beginnings, when we talk about new ones. the early stages of anything is always confusion and chaos, right? When we talk about the conception of the world in most religions, it talks about darkness and then the light stepping in, right? Darkness cutting through the light, cutting through the confusion of darkness, because they both coexist, right? So that's what it seems like, and that's probably why I'm mentioning this light and dark and explaining the shadow side of my piles, because light usually cuts through the darkness. So even if you find yourself in darkness, eventually you will step into the light. Look at you. I definitely feel like this is my confused group. Anchor. Look at that grounded energy. So you will be grounding very, very soon. If you have not, I'm probably going to have to get up and like adjust soon. But that's okay, because that's part of life, adjusting, right? Adjusting. I'm going to put that there because I want space. So let me pull from the tarot. Whatever you're starting, whatever you're beginning, especially if you don't feel like you can see the end result of it yet, it's a little more stable. I feel like I've been saying this a lot lately. It's a little more stable than you realized. A lot more actually with the anchor. But this child stepping into the sun, like that child is actually you in a lot of instances. Very, I heard lucrative, but very, very beneficial. Like whatever you're doing, whatever you're beginning, thinking of beginning, about to begin, really looks like it's going to be something that blesses you in a way that you have no idea, right? I say that because the sun is one of the most positive energies. It's radiant. It's literally the definition of light. So again, if you find yourself in a lot of shadow, especially if you're on my channel often, this is what's coming in. This is what's pending, okay? I want to pay special attention to this card because like my attention's being called to the flower in the back. I feel like I have, I know I have tulips on my pile, but I feel like that's a tulip, and it called me just now the orange and the copper colors and tones. Maybe that's like your favorite color or something like that, but something about the orange and copper tones and call my attention to that tulip. So that may be one of your piles. This is your confirmation that you're in your right place if it is. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a couple of playlists. It's probably a love reading. That's what I do most. If you find yourself in that pile, it may be tied into what I'm talking about here. I do a lot of reading, so I cannot confirm. Okay, let me get some more cards. Tell me more about my golden 8 key. I'm realizing that 8 is like infinity energy. It's like never ending energy. I'm trying to get my thumbnail back up so I can look at and see what's going on. Like why this specific key. I mean, there's a lot of detail on it. Let me see. Yeah, that's you. That's you. This is you. That's why this pile is like this. 9 of Swords, confusion. And again, it is past, present, incoming. So this could be past. I'm not saying that's incoming. I'm just saying something about this 9 of Swords, this anxiety, possibly not getting enough sleep, not getting enough rest, being overwhelmed. Something about whatever led to that, leading to that, is this in you, is stimulating you to do something, or is forcing you into spaces, situations to do something that's really gonna, oh yeah, because you've got this Ace of Wands. It's really gonna get you going. Something is gonna get you going, okay? And I don't really know. This is a really ungrounded pile. I'm not gonna lie. The best thing about where you're headed and the stability that's coming in for you, pile 1, I don't know that I've had a table this unstable. That may sound like an insult. It's not. Here's why. If you're this unstable, whatever area of life, like I'm not calling you unstable in an insulting way again, it feels like the most unstable I've ever had on my table, which means it's pretty much is as unstable as it can get, right? As chaotic as it can get. So that means where you're headed, and especially if we're talking past, you can already feel yourself grounding, right? You can already feel yourself grounding. So what I'm getting, and I got my birds chirping outside as confirmation, some inspiration, some light. I really, I don't know. Let me get another card. Because like, I hope I don't have to refilm this pile because of how chaotic it is. I'm at 12 minutes and I still haven't stabilized this energy because I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't quite prepared. That's why they got me with the lavender and they got me with the highlight, because I was about to step into some chaos. Got it. I didn't realize I didn't realize. But here we are. All right. Let me see. Some of you may have found yourself in some chaos that you didn't expect. Let me get to my last one. Yeah. 8 of Cups. So here's the best part. And I keep saying it because it's the same best part. Leaving it behind, moving beyond it. So chaos, moving beyond it. Now I'm hoping that if you're in the chaos, we can help you expedite that. I'm hoping that if this is pending chaos, we can see how to avoid it as well. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, if it is pending, because we don't control everything. We don't control the fates. We don't control God. Everything happens as it should, and everything is not going to feel good. Some of you, I get a strong feeling that the chaos that you're either about to feel, like if it's incoming, you can't avoid it, because the whole purpose of it is to ground you. Like that, it is the chaos that is intended to ground you. So if you're in chaos, it is intending to ground you where you're supposed to actually be, doing what you're actually supposed to be doing. Okay. That's why we've got the 8 of Cups. Some of you have a thing where you kind of sit in overwhelmed energy and spaces and you don't know how to move when it's time to pivot. And that's why chaotic circumstances happen, to stimulate you to get where you're supposed to go. Okay, to go where you're supposed to go, do what you're supposed to do. And it's not always a physical move. It's sometimes it's internal. It's an internal journey, right? It's a mental space. It's an emotional space that has to shift, right? Like some of you have outdated routines, patterns, perspectives that have to shift for you to ascend in the next era of who you're supposed to become and the things you're supposed to do. Like limited perspectives hinder you a lot more than most of you realize. I see it all the time in the comments, okay? Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, I'm really optimistic about the chaos that I see on my table, because guess what? When I saw this 10 of Pentacles, it finally grounded. Okay, it grounded. You got an anchor on one end, you got a 10 of Pentacles on the other side. So the 10 of Pentacles talks about it's as stable as get. It's tens are completion. Pentacles are material, physical plane. It's as grounded gets on a material plane. Hence why you have a couple heading to their home. It's a family home, right? It talks about being stable, especially if we're talking about financial stability or just material health-based stability, stability with your family, stability with children, right? Stability overall. When we talk about ancestry and legacies, all of the things, that's what's coming in for you. Okay, this is a pile of good karma, because that's another reason why I was trying to get this thumbnail back up. What will be revealed? What do you need to know? The karma, the outcome, exceptionally favorable outcome. Okay, exceptionally favorable outcome, because the 9 of Swords, that chaos, whatever shadow, trigger, negative thing. Again, Ace of Wands, conjure, manifesting you to head, to evolve as you're supposed to do, to put you on a new journey, to step into the light. See how grounded my energy is now? Exactly. That's the beauty of this. So let me get one of these. I have a bunch of decks because we're going to get a lot of advice. I'm actually eyeballing a deck that I'm not supposed to be using today. You're that pile, which I knew it as soon as I started talking about the dark and the light side. I already knew this was my pile of people coming from love readings. I don't know. I thought that a lot of you would have picked that other one. I'm not going to send you to it, but I thought there was one that I really expected a lot of you to go to. Or maybe I'm sending you here in the future. Sometimes I do that in other readings. I don't know. We'll see. Let me get one. I think you realize that sound stabilizes you. That's what's going on. As I talk it out, as I drag, as I slow things down. Some of you don't take enough breaks. So sitting for this reading is me slowing you down. That's why I'm dragging it out and everything is taking a lot longer, and I'm not even really being that clear, because this is a shadow pile that is stepping into the light. This is not a shadow pile that's stepping into the light. This is a shadow pile that a light is penetrating through. Literally, that's how I see it with this Ace of Wands and the Sun. I love this for you because the energy I even set this up with, this is some good healing and all the things. But sound, yeah, I'm taking the bottom, which I was already going to do. Sound, music, like sound bowls, binaural beats. I'm hearing sound therapy. Some of you, that's the thing, because the shuffle, I felt like the shuffle relaxed some of you when I was dragging a little bit with it. Okay, and I do have the sounds in the background. Sound. Okay, like put it on, like there's tons of videos on YouTube where you can sleep to the sounds. Okay, but look where you are. I love it. This is a new beginning. The light penetrating the shadow. Seed, moon, new growth. You've got the child, which is the beginning of something, right? The Ace of Wands, that is grounding you, okay? And I can already tell you now, the most stable you've ever been mentally, the most stable you've ever been emotionally, the most stable you've ever been like in terms of health, the most stable you've ever been in terms of finances. Okay, career stability, all whatever areas where you need the stability, you will have. Okay, because we've got seed, moon, new growth. Love that. New growth. There will be some new developments if we're talking about like if you've been having issues with your health. There will be some developments to help support you, especially when we talk about ailments that are generational, right, that have been passed down, especially when we talk about areas of like fertility, right, especially where we talk about just finances. You'll see some good news, some outcomes. We do have a lunar eclipse upcoming in real time, so that may be a favorable period for you. Maybe you'll get some information, some news. But that full moon eclipse, and this sovereignty card talks about divine feminine energy. So this is either my divine feminine pile, or you are healing your divine feminine side, your feminine receptive side. Makes sense? Darkness and light, right? The polarity, where we talk about that. Because when we talk about like from a metaphysical perspective, darkness is mostly associated with like the feminine expression, okay? In terms of principles and how things function, okay? So that makes sense. Healing that, okay? Some of you may have a divine feminine within your vicinity to help you with that. Platonic, romantic, family, could be any of those things, okay? Let me see, where am I gonna place you? Where do you get to live today? I'm trying to figure out, I'll just put you here, up here. I'm running out of space, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, bear with me. I can see what the anchor is, so I'll put it here on the anchor. Okay. There we go. But growth. Some of you, honestly, the message, like I'm seeing conception. So like if that's a thing that you want, or like if that's not a thing that you want, like I'm seeing, whether we're talking about an actual like children, whether we're talking about a garden, whether we're talking about planting seeds for the future of the youth. I see that. Lots of things regarding that. Okay, so let me pull another card and we will see. Tell me more about my pile number one, my golden 8. If you are anxious about a pending child, because I can see that some of you are like really anxious about like if you have a child on the way, or if you have small children and that's creating anxiety for you, it will be fine, okay? That I am seeing like conception. That's a huge theme on this table. So I mean, if that's not something that resonates for you, or if it's not something that you're seeking, just leave it here. Maybe you'll have a surprise in the future. But for those of you where that is the thing, because again, I do look for specific situations for some of you, and the messages will be general enough to resonate however it needs to. But some of you on that end need me to explicitly say it for you. And I do not mind, because if I see it and it's that loud, then I need to say it, right? So Give me one more card from this. Well, one card from this deck. I say one more. I don't know what's going on. Some of you want one more child and you're not sure if you're going to be able to. Do what you need to do in terms of health-based support, okay? And I'm using that word those words intentionally because that could mean a variety of things, okay? A variety of things. I do see opportunity and revelations regarding that, okay? Tell me more. My pile number 1. Good, good, good. Coherence. Okay, the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. Some of you don't let your mind get ahead of you. Some of you have a very pessimistic perspective just in general. Okay. Which obviously is the polarity of some of you lie to yourselves regarding more favor, like you lie to yourselves and tell yourselves things are going well when they're not. But the side I'm talking to is the side that tells yourself that things are going wrong even when they're not. You have opposing issues. It's always that polarity in the groups. Sometimes what truly feels right. If there's confusion, that's not feeling right. That's feeling off. Confusion always means off. I don't care. Like anytime there's some confusion, it means that something is off. Okay. Whether it's something off with the actual situation or if something that could potentially be good is triggering wounds, possibly from childhood, or past traumas. But there's always, it's your body alerting you of something. Anxiety is always doing that. You've got Earth. Look at that grounded energy. It talks about your deep connection with the physical plane. Yeah, I need to figure out where I'm going to put all of these cards because I was told to not take away any of the decks. Like I was like, I don't have time for all of these decks. And I was like, I felt the strong, you better not. So let me just do what I'm doing, the way I'm doing it. Things are going to work out smoothly, even in instances where you don't think it makes sense or where you're like, oh, I'm doing too much or I'm not doing enough. It's gonna work out, especially where you're making active efforts to do the best you can. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to spirit in our lives, you can only do the best you can. If you're doing the best you can, you're going to see some positive things shift, okay? So let me pull more. And it talks about your hand in creating the reality as you desire. One message that I'm getting, what is it that you desire in this life? Like, what are the things you're wanting? And I don't mean like in the grand scheme of like in years or whatever. Right now, what's calling you right now? Like what? Because I feel like this is my pile of some things are calling you right now. And that's part of harmonizing your heart and your mind. Like you're feeling pulled to certain things and experiences and tasks now that logically you may feel you don't have time for, or just you're not in the space for, or that are just not what you need to be doing. Like logically, it's not the priority. Energetically, that's a pull to there. You can't control timing. You can't control like God's timing, the things that need to happen when they need to happen. So it's typically in your interest, right? You're typically going to have the most favorable experience when you're willing to pivot, when you're willing to shift, when you're willing to follow what feels natural versus forcing things, right? Just because it's the most logical action. Okay, that's what I'm being told for this pile, because it was a pile of confusion. And look at you, I love it. Believe in the impossible. Like I'm talking about, like, right? I'm telling you, believe in the impossible. Blue moon. That's what's happening for you in this group. I'm not going to take the bottom. I'll let you see it. A win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. I don't have anywhere. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm running out of space. I'm not running out of space, but I have more decks to use. Why is this over here? Don't let pride get in your way. Okay, I guess I left that out. So that's a message you needed to see. But I'll leave it here where I can refer back. But if you're worried, if you're concerned, especially when we talk about relationships, where we're talking about contracts, business deals, where we talk about fairness, where we talk about justice, karma, again, legal issues, all the things, fair outcome, you'll get, like I'm hearing you'll be thrown a bone, but think whatever is fair will work. So obviously any of you that have any things to balance out, sort out, you'll see that may be some of the anxiety, but that's just part of things falling back into balance as they should, right? When we talk about people feeling like they're receiving negative karma, that's just things shifting into balance. Okay. Tell me, give me another card. What is going to be revealed? Some of you, what is going to be revealed is karma. Like you're going to see karma play out, not only for yourself, because I mentioned this as like family and legacy, but it is community, collective energy. You're going to see karma play out for better and worse around you as you experience things. And that's everybody, but your attention is being called to that specifically. I don't know why. Okay. I really don't care for the way I'm shuffling now. Yeah, I mentioned community because I feel like we can see cards that I don't want to see in advance. But here's the thing that I just realized about what I said as I'm channeling. The way I'm shuffling now to preserve the decks and to keep them in balance, we can see some of the cards as they're coming out versus being surprised. You're going to see everything coming as it comes. Ooh, that's a blessing. You're not going to have to be, like if you've lived a life where things were shocking and constantly chaotic, why is this one of these? Look at you. 3 of Cups is harmony. It's feeling good. It's celebrating. It's socializing. It's easygoing energy. Okay. And you have that house 11 here, which talks about friends, like-minded groups. Oh Lord, what's going on? I'm like, where is it? Okay, there it is. Friends, like-minded groups, humanitarian beliefs. Okay. So again, I mentioned community work and legacy and supporting the next generation, whether we're talking about your bloodline, other people's. I'm seeing opportunities to do that, where you're being called to do that. But your blessings that are coming in for you are going to be very, very, again, light cutting through the dark. You're going to see where you're headed. You're going to see what's coming in very clearly before it happens. You're not going to have any more like chaotic shocks or surprises. Like obviously you will see them. It is life. But I feel like this pile, it's like one thing after another, one thing after another. Okay, this caught me off guard. This caught me off guard. This shocked me. This was surprising. Oh, this setback. That's what this pile feels like. And you've got a rare opportunity stepping in where you'll have not only that visibility yourself, but you'll also have a lot of people around, whether we're talking about your family or just collective spaces to help support you, which is why you'll be better prepared going forward for a lot of potential setbacks if they have to happen, or to avoid them going forward. Look at you. Everything is going to be, you're getting coherence. That's what's incoming for you. I love it. Notice how grounded the energy is now. It took us about 30 minutes to get there. I'm telling you, meditate at least 30 minutes a day. If you have trouble settling your mind like that, listen to binaural beats, meditative sounds, sound bowls. You need those. That's going to help you ground yourself if you're struggling. I'm telling you. Yeah, look at the changes. So house 8. Let me see. I don't know why. It is a little bit cloudy, but I probably need, after this pile, I'm going to go adjust the blinds. But also foggy vision, right? This is my darkness pile in the best way. Sitting in darkness, light cutting through so you can see. Okay? But transformation, I talked about karma, which is here. Facing fears and legacy. Let's talk about the ancestry legacy. This house rules inheritances. It does talk about health and sickness. So when we talk about health and sickness, I'm seeing optimism. I'm seeing developments in those areas, okay? But it is inheritances. It is legacy. It is ancestry. It rules transitions. Okay? The one house you got, well, no, you got two. You got 8 and 11. Wait a minute. Something about 8 and 11 just really jumped out at me for absolutely no reason. So 8 and 11 could be relevant numbers. It could mean something. Whatever that means is relevant to you in some way. If it's something that you could check up on or need to check on, do so. But 8, 11, something about it, okay? Oh, yeah, you're that pile. You're that pile. So I have 2 decks that I'm going to close out with, but I went back to the wrong side of the table for this deck. And I was already looking at it for this pile because I already know that a lot of you in this pile, for whatever reason, I don't know what called you to this one. I did not expect you to come here. You love the love readings, and that's a beautiful thing, by the way, but it feels like, especially with all that hit my table, there are other priorities right now, okay? Let me see. Tell me more about what does this deck need to say about what's going to be revealed and what my account number 1 needs to know, please. It's hilarious to me because I did all that complaining about using all of these decks and thinking these were going to be longer by using extra decks, and I don't think that it actually will be. That's the funny part. So, did you hear what I just said and how that applies to your life? I did all that complaining. I'm like, oh no, this is going to be too much work. It's going to be too much effort. It's going to be too much extra stuff. It doesn't make any sense. How am I going to fit all of these decks? How am I going to use all of these decks, right? And then I use the decks and it's even more organized than it would have been naturally, because technically if the energy wasn't so chaotic for me to ground, I probably could have cut this down by about 10 minutes. So it would have been shorter than I normally use for a lot fewer decks, right? But by panicking and chaos and needing to ground energy, you see what I'm saying? By being overwhelmed by the energy and complaining about how many decks, I slow myself down. See what you're doing? You're slowing yourself down in some ways. That's an analogy for something. Warm embrace. Yeah. And it's clearing up too. Something's clearing up. How do I, but like, I don't know why. Okay, there we go. It says, let yourself enjoy your partner's loving arms around your body. Their touch ignites a flame within you. Okay, well, warm embrace is a theme regarding love. So it's funny because it's all the polarity. There's some of you that love the love readings in excess, and there's some of you that are like, I'm not interested. Those of you that are like, I'm not interested, there's something for you. I mentioned earlier like a pile. That tulip is standing out. So go to that pile for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but just go, because that's the only indicator of a love reading I can send you to. And also don't be like that. It's telling you to open up on that side where you're really rigid, and those of you on that side where you're really flowy and really looking for the love, they're telling you to loosen up a little bit, like loosen the reins on hyper fixating on love, on romance, whether you're single or if you're like really obsessed with your partner, right? Because there's other things that need to be going on, okay? You need to be grounded in a variety of other ways, in other areas, okay? Because I'm realizing that some of you, this energy that I got is not necessarily issues with your health or children actually coming yet. It is a hyperfixation on having children and starting a family, okay? That's like, once I grounded the energy, it was easy to find you guys, but that's really what it is, okay? And then we've like some of you it's saying, hey, just enjoy your partner. It's not that serious, right? Especially if you're in a relationship, like just enjoy your partner. Like all of the pressure about starting the family, it's not that serious. Just enjoy your partner for now. Enjoy your collective spaces for now, okay? You have ready for love at the bottom. That's for those of you that are like super, I want the love, I want the family, I want that side of you. That was for that. Here, let me see if I can get you to clear, because there's a lack of clarity. Okay, you've been understandably guarded, scared of being hurt again, but you took the time to heal. Now you're ready to try love again. Stop running from the love on the other side. I don't know what to tell you. Stop running from the love, okay? It's not a love reading, but you got love messages. You're safe, right? You're safe you're safe, okay? It says, what is, oh, that's clear. What is yours will always be yours. This love is secured by the divine. I didn't have any issues with this. So it's a secure, stable situation, okay? Look how clear it is with the love messages, right? So you're ready for love. It's secure, it's stable, okay? And just so we're all on the same page, this is the sign that rules love, right? Ruled by Venus, and it rules the house of like marriage and whatnot. Okay, so now I can pull from these healing oracles. Some of you, it's coming in very healthy, very stable relationship. Okay, very healthy, very stable relationship. Because of this, one that will make you very comfortable in your receptive side, regardless of gender. One that you may feel comfortable enough if you would like to start a family with. Even if not, one that you will be very supportive in your collective spaces with. Like, this connection will be supported in your collective spaces. I heard if that's not something, some of you, yeah, you be in the love reading, so it will be supported by the collective spaces, but you'll also be able to contribute, okay? That's what I'm getting, okay? Like, because that's what community is, right? It's people that support each other. Let me see. Let me get a card here. All right. The energy here is so easygoing. I'm so happy that this energy grounded. I love this for you, Power One, because I could feel how unstable you were feeling. I hope you walk away from this reading already aligned with the energy that I know is coming in for you. Look at you. Self-love. I'm trying to like get this, because this is a shimmery thing. So it's already difficult to do. Yeah, but self-love. Look at that. Oh, love it for you. That is a priority. Self-love. And I'll lead with the side of you where it's easier to explain. But those of you on that other side of, like, because again, there's always the needy versus hyper-independent polarity that steps in. Let the needy side, the side that's like needy, that's really wanting the love, wanting the family, especially if you feel like you're reaching a certain age where you're like worried about potential, you will have children if that's for you, okay? If you're able to. I do see this pile being able to, whether through support or alternative options, but like, what is for you when it's for you, right? Like, you can't be chasing things that's really bad, because you end up in situations you don't want to be in, okay? And I get that on that other side a lot, okay? So just self-love. Your priority is yourself and the things you want to do, the things you want to build, okay? Sometimes it is just enjoying life, enjoying your community, enjoying your partner, because that'll relax you enough to put you in the space, the healthy enough space to do the things you're wanting anyway, right? Some of you, I'm hearing you're trying too hard, okay? And that could be for a variety of ways, okay? Those of you on that side where I'm saying, because the cards came out explicitly for you, like the security, being safe, the warm embrace, the ready for love, I'm getting a strong, this self-love means opening up to community. It means opening up to potential romance and all of the things as well, okay? I get that. Struggle. Yep. The message, let me move this. See, everything's working out as it should. The struggle, this is, everybody in this group struggles with self-love. It's just manifesting in opposite ways for you. Like, instead of, like, some of you cling to community because to avoid yourselves, other views just like, you know, isolate to avoid other people and all the things. But the struggle with self-love is clearing. That's the dominant thing that's being triggered out, okay? So if you're noticing shifts, anxiety and all things, the pull to self-love, which involves making the best decisions for yourself, putting yourself in the best situations and circumstances, surrounding yourself with the right types of people for you specifically, all of that aligns here, okay? And that's been a struggle for you, but that is going away, okay? All right, let me close this out with my last deck. I can't believe this is a lot shorter than I expected it to be. I'm probably going to need the book because I'm accidentally grabbing the book. All right. This pile just needed to be grounded. Half of you didn't, I mean, you needed what I'm saying, but you just really needed a safe space to sit down somewhere. I'm realizing, all of you. Because all of you are overextending your energy in different ways. So some of you, this reading is just for you to sit down somewhere for a moment. I love it. I love it. Hopefully something I rambled about at any point of this reading helps stabilize you. Okay? All right. What are my final messages for my golden 8 key? Ooh, okay. That's not what I expected to see at all. I'm going to be honest. Karmic justice and cut ties. Oh, that's clear too. Why? If there's any situation, any connection, any relationship, any community that's, I say community, like I mean family, like, right? Like, but I want to be general enough to, so it could be applied to anyone. The karmic justice and cutting ties. I mean, it's safe to close a cycle. This house definitely rules that. 8 of Cups definitely talks about that, especially situations that feel binding. This, just so we're all clear, the beauty of this, the blessing that's coming in, is the closing of a karmic cycle. Period. The end. And what happens when you close a karmic cycle, because it's the next era of your life, you typically see shifts in your relationships, shifts in habits, shifts in mentalities, perspectives, even sometimes appearance, shifts in career, or like it could be anything, like just your major shifts to push you to the next lesson, right? That's what you're getting. So, but any situations where you're struggling to love yourself, that are not supporting you in that, you're being encouraged to cut the tie. So let me see what's at the bottom, and I'll pull out the book and we'll close it out, okay? Mindfulness. Okay. Let me get my intuitive read before I get the book. So this talks about grounding your energy, by the way. All of the things that I've been saying about stabilizing and grounding your energy, do that. Situations where you feel like you may have been wronged, where that may be creating, let it go. Don't carry that with you, right? That's not your burden to carry, because especially, I mean, those of you where you're like, I need to like, because some of you are funny, like, because you're chaotic, and I don't judge you for it, like, I get it. But like, karmic justice, cutting ties, mindfulness, it's like karma will happen for better, for worse, as it needs to. Okay, you just let go and maintain your mindfulness. Okay, because I'm seeing this pile will definitely see karmic justice in all areas. I'm clarifying that. I feel like this is the pile of needing to know. Yes, you will see karmic justice in you and around you. Okay, you will, for better, for worse. Okay. And I don't say that to scare you, like, oh, you're going to see negative karma. I'm saying this feels like a pile of possibly seeing, like, needing to get what's owed to them. That's because I'm trying to describe the energy in a way that doesn't seem extra chaotic, because it doesn't feel extra chaotic, but where you're feeling like things are owed to you, you will see. Okay, you will see. So let me see, and then I'm gonna have to go adjust, because I feel like now it's either too much light or whatever. So you're going to see a lot of blessings, right? I heard the word retribution. Oh, Lord. Okay. I don't know what y'all asking about. It was going on. I said who? I don't know what's going on. Oh, yeah. The sun came out. So right when I said retribution, I got more light coming in. So light piercing through dark. So there will be some revelations. There will be some clarity, okay, regarding certain situations. So it'll be fine. But there's so much light that it's struggling even more, okay? If you don't trust me, trust the book. Okay, if I can get it to stabilize. If it doesn't stabilize, I'm just, oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. It talks about you're going to get the karmic justice you seek, for better, for worse, and that you don't get to control it. At the back of the book, you do have the message of the energy we spend is the energy we receive. So some of you need that. The energy we spend is the energy we receive. Okay? And I just want to quickly see what cutting ties says. Talks about being at the end of a path with a person, situation, or memory that's drained. Yeah, this is a drain pile. Okay. Okay, we're not reading the book today. But it says you spend enough time dwelling and trying to find a situation over what could have and should have been. And your message at the end says, I cut this link in order to heal. That's why they don't want me reading the book too much. It's like, don't let them dwell on it anymore. Whatever you've been dwelling on or like holding on to, especially if it's been stopping you in terms of like getting what you want in terms of love, romance, community, like anything that's been stopping you from moving forward and progressing and enjoying and experiencing life. Oh, you gotta let that go. Okay, I cut this link in order to heal. Let it go. And let me see what mindfulness says, because that's your closing message. Love it. Love it. Okay, stealing the mind. Oh, that's clear. That's the one thing you needed to see. Got it. The one thing that they don't want you worried about karmic justice. They don't want you overthinking the cutting ties. Just cut the tie, leave it alone. It says, there's a lot of beauty in the stillness of the mind, allowing ourselves to be present in the moment and not worry about how things could have been or what we could have done better can open our minds to the treasures of what we have to be thankful for. With great patience and perseverance, we can accomplish anything. It's best not to rush into action or judgment too quickly. Often patience is not about how long we can wait, but what we do with our time while waiting. We can learn to be grateful for every moment of our day, even when we feel stuck and things don't go our way. Like the praying mantis, staying mindful will make all your endeavors more fruitful and meaningful. I am still. Okay, yeah, this is a grounding your energy pile. So I love that because some of you literally found this pile. You literally just sat here to listen to me, listen to the background music, listen to the shuffle, and just ground your energy. And I hope that like the bonus is some of the little messages you got, some of the like things to let you know, oh yeah, you did the toot toot confirmation outside is just a bonus. Like you got bonus reading, but really you just need to ground. You're grounded. Now go take over the world. Okay, that's what I've got for you. So that is all I have for you today, pile number 1. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. Okay, pile number 2. I feel really clear. I'm really excited about your pile. I'll do the thing where I explain, but I don't want to lose the channel message because everything's happening so quick with this energy, and I love it for you. I'm cleansing your decks, and then I feel really like I get a little warm, and I'm like, oh, look, okay, so this is the stimulated pile, gotta be. And then I hear the words, I'm like, it's heating up. And then I got the Yang card, which I think is still at the bottom. We'll check when I get to it. But the Yang card came out when I'm like, okay, it's heating up. Okay, so I'm finished. And then I'm like, okay, let's get going. And then I'm like, make space. Okay, make space. So heating up, making space, that's the thing. So welcome, pile 2. Let's see what's going to be revealed, what you need to know, and the karma coming through, because apparently it's very loud, it's very excited, it's very energetic, and you're going to need to make space for it. So I love that. And then let's just talk about the style for those of you that are new. Those of you that are new, I read past, present, and coming energy, and I read from a light or a dark side, which is a polarity. There's always a polarity. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. Okay, let me pull from this first deck. I'm ready to get to it. I'm excited about it. Something about steps. Okay. My blue square skeleton key. Okay, closing of a cycle, dead and done. In the best way, because you've got the last card in this deck. Let me just be nosy and see what's at the bottom. Oh, some of you watch all of the piles. I love the support. I love the support. I really do. This came out in pile 1. Okay, but it's upright now. So look at you. If you weren't called to that pile, don't worry about it. But if you were, look, it's upright. This is you. So this may be incoming energy if you're coming from that pile, or if this is your only pile, look at you upright. Okay, but like I said, 33, closing of a cycle, the end of an era, the Witch's Garden. That's actually the name of that card. I just want to glance at the book. I'm not going to thoroughly read it because, one, I feel rushed for this pile, which is great because I don't feel like I'm rushing in an impatient way. I feel like I'm rushing in a stimulated, excited, let's get it done kind of way. So love that motivation coming in for you. Trying to get to the page because it's such a loaded card that I do need some sort of help. At the bottom it does, the affirmation is, I tend to the seeds of my intention in the garden of my soul. See, yeah, it's like paragraphs and paragraphs. So tons and tons and tons of things. Okay? Tons and tons and tons of things coming in for you. But the closing of a cycle in the best way. It feels like the closing of a cycle in terms of a harvest, right? When I first saw this card, I was like, oh, it looks like kind of like a lover's card with a pentacle, kind of like 10 of Pentacles energy. That's what it feels like, which is interesting if you came from pile 1. But I love this energy. Okay, so let me pull from this other deck. The bottom, you got the Fish, which talks about prosperity. Okay. What will be revealed? What does pile 2 need to know? What's the karma, the outcome? I don't know what it is. It's going to be really great. It's going to be a lot of things, apparently. Let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 2. Look at you. You can't make it up. This is my, the Star. Look at you. That's you. I got this. Okay, I'm going to put you here. Why is that doing that? The moon. Oh, look, the moon, the star. We'll let it live there. We'll do that. Okay, we'll take both. The moon, the star. Something is aligning for you. Everything is shifting. Everything is shifting. Okay, everything is shifting. I don't know why. I'm like sliding everything on the table. So you've got the star, the moon. And this is when everything started to shift, this is what I was actually trying to grab. The Witch's Garden and the Garden. That's what you got, the Garden. And I'm showing you that at 4 minutes and 44 seconds of your pile. Something, I love it. Everything I mentioned, the stars are aligning in your favor. This is just a very favorable period you're stepping into. I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know how long it's going to take to come, but it's going to be like, I mean, it's going to be fast. I know that much faster than you're ready for or think you're ready for or expect with this Garden card. Let me get this little book so I can see what's going on. Because I'm still remembering the Lenormand style of decks because I have not used them in a while consistently enough to like really fully know what's going on. The Garden. Okay. Talks about gatherings, social, networking, get-togethers, community collective space. Love it. Okay. Let's talk about the Star. Went straight to it. Everything's going to flow coherently, naturally, with ease. Like, page flipped right to this one. The Star is obviously a positive card. Talks about hopes and dreams, being ahead on the path. Okay. Everything you've done has benefited you thus far. You got good fortune and good times ahead of you. And then, okay, look at this. I mean, I'm you know, it's just flowing. Okay. The Moon talks about praise, recognition, accolades. Oh, okay, success. I love this for you. This is my pile of recognition, attention, success. Because the Garden is public. I don't know why I'm acting like I don't know. Like the basic, it's not like this on the roses may be relevant. Because it's the Rose Garden. But like, I don't know, maybe you're finally getting your roses, you know. You're getting your roses. That's what I'm getting for all that you've done, all that you're becoming, right? I love it. But the Garden is public spaces. It's public recognition and all of the things. This is that group, and I love that for you. That's why it's like so loud, and it's like, get to it, pull these cards. All right. Let me see. I'm like struggling to get there. Maybe it felt like a struggle to get there. If you pivoted, that has benefited you. Some of you are being called to pivot. Nova, the universe is here. This is you're on your path, and because you're on your right path, you're being divinely supported to get you, because you're supposed to be going there. When you're doing what you're supposed to do, things align. And this feels like a purpose that benefits more than just you, as all of us are connected. So when you're doing, like, whatever you do, whatever skills, talents, whatever path you need to take in life, it's going to benefit someone in some way. And that's why everything has to happen at the right moment, right time. Like, even just going to, like, the grocery store at a random time, you have small chat with, like, a random person, sometimes can change the trajectory of a random stranger's life. So just being at the right place at the right time in alignment of what you're supposed to be doing feels really good, because you're not only supporting yourself in your journey, you're supporting other people. Look at you. I love it. I love it. So first card, 10 of Cups. Okay, 10s talk about family. It talks about community, collective spaces, like I talked about. But from a Cups, it talks about ultimate fulfillment. It talks about not only just being personally fulfilled as an individual within yourself, possibly from a, I don't want to say superficial, that's not even a word at all that I want to use, overly indulgent way. It's feeling fulfilled in a sense that not only are you doing something that means something to you, but you're doing something that means something to other people, that impacts other people, possibly even supporting any children you may have, or just the youth, because that's been themes coming up of community, collective. I mean, it's like there's a whole Aquarius shift with rules that, and it talks about connectivity with everyone in the universe and all the things. You have the star and the moon. So that's kind of where we are. But I mean, connectivity with all around you, feeling like you're doing your part and like you're a part of God's greater plan. I love that. Look at this pile. I almost like left it alone. What's at the bottom? The Chariot. Yeah. Just trucking along. Maturing energy of the sun. This is an amazing pile. You got the star, the moon, the sun. Cosmos aligning. Number 19, the sun. Whatever, if you're asking if you're going to see success, yes. If you're asking if something specific is going to be successful, absolutely. Like, anytime you, like, if you ask a yes or no question, I don't know, I don't encourage that, but if you ask a yes or no question in tarot, you get yes when you see the sun. It's absolutely. It's not a yes, it's an absolutely, okay? So let me get one more. I'll take the bottom. I'm blazing through this pile because this is an amazing energy. Everything is working out. Like, I don't know what you're going through or dealing with, but this just feels like success, accomplishments, incoming energy of the Hermit. So that's incoming energy of wisdom, okay? Because especially since I have a lot of astrological ties here, right? Sun, the star, the moon. Ironically enough, we could be talking about placements, we could be talking about seasons, we could be talking about transits, times of year where you will see this happen. Sun is ruled by Leo, the sign of Leo. So the Leo season could be relevant. Leo placements may be relevant, but the sun, I'm reading the Hermit card because it's ruled by the sign of Virgo. So between Leo and Virgo season, but I'm also getting sun in Virgo. So could be very specifically Virgo season. That may be your placements again, but I'm seeing both Leo and Virgo, okay, as relevant energies here, especially since I have my star and the moon, making sure I see things astrologically speaking. It will be not you specific, it will be collective centered. You'll see something really great happen, okay? Yeah, it's at the bottom. Temperance, love it. Oh yeah, for sure. Nines could be relevant. I'm looking at, I wanted to say, because you got 10, 19, 9, and now you have oh well, this is just 14, but I don't know, I wanted to call that out. I didn't call that out on that point, but temperance talks about balance, talks about alchemy, it talks about things being moderated, right? Okay, yeah, something's going to expand. Okay, it's Jupiter energy, Sagittarius energy of expansion, and expanding from Because both of these rule knowledge and information and skills, right? And the sun rules personality. But we're seeing an expansive. It's like some of you, you're expanding your personality. Some of you are going to come out of hermit mode. Some of you are going to come really into your own, okay? That's what I'm getting. Let me pull from this other deck. Normally I'll break down the cards. I don't feel like I need to yet. Maybe I won't at all. Okay, I know 1, 2, 3 in the bottom. Okay. Yep. 2 of confirmation. So let's start with this. Rhodonite, you may need rhodonite, okay? Libra, the peacemaker, number 9. I mentioned the 9s being relevant. Maybe that's your life path. Maybe we're just talking about the closing of a cycle, but Libra season. So Leo, Virgo, Libra, back-to-back signs. Could be your placements, could be your dominant signs, because when they're back-to-back like that, you're more likely to have multiple of them dominant in your chart. Or just could be time of year or planets in those signs that where things happen. Because again, that's something huge, okay? But the peacemaker talks about finding your peace, or you bringing peace to some sort of person or situation, okay? Like you will do something that benefits someone else, and it will in turn benefit you, at least long term, okay? So what is this? What is this? Aries, the inspirer. So more 9 energy, closing of a cycle, number 18. Okay. Aries, Libra axis. We could be talking about the current nodes, okay? So these are a timeless message. Okay, this is a timeless message. But I mean, like, if those of you that watch me real time, it could very well be before the nodal shift happens, because right now the North Node, South Node globally are in Libra and Aries. Okay, so you'll definitely see results with this before they move for good, okay? And this could also be talking about timelines where we're talking about seasons. We talk about seasons because that Aries Libra axis is the lunar a la moon cycle. I'm paying attention there because we have star and moon, so I feel like I'm being called to it. So when we talk about Libra season, which would be like a new moon in Libra, full moon in Aries, relevant time frames past or incoming, we talk about Aries season, moon in Libra, full moon in Libra, right? New moon in Aries, full moon in Libra during that. Very relevant. Those will be key time periods for you. It's actually crazy that you got that, because it took me a second to realize, but you do. You have the polarity. We talk about those all the time. Libra, Aries axis. Okay, we actually have a full moon in Libra. I think it's a lunar eclipse actually coming up. So the peacemaker, the inspirer. This is where you are. This is, oh, I heard this is your role. Okay, look at you. I don't know how, but somewhere, somehow, that's you. Okay, and you've got number 7, the waxing crescent moon. Ooh, we talked about expansion. I love when the cards help support me, because a lot of you be questioning me. Okay, you do, and y'all call me out. It really does not bother me, but I do enjoy doing these readings. So I like when the cards come out to support what I'm saying. You're expanding. Okay, don't restrict yourself. You're being called to expand, especially if you have a tendency to be a little to yourself. You're being pushed out. Okay, I love this. Okay, you can see a little bit of that here at the bottom. I've got incoming wolf moon, which is number 11. Sharpen your instincts. Okay, sharpen your instincts. Okay, for whatever reason, my attention is being called to like the white here. Okay, be patient but sharpen your instincts. So something about really sharp instincts will either benefit you, or you'll notice that you've acquired those over time. Okay, with that wolf moon. Okay, something you're going to be very clever about, you're going to have knowledge regarding, you're going to be able to do, is going to like really benefit you. Okay, I'm telling you. So let me pull from these other decks. Tell me more about My blue square skeleton key. What will be revealed? What do they need to know? What is the karma? What is the outcome for this group? Okay. I don't know, something about this card is going to be really impactful because I feel like I want to take special care in getting it. So I don't know. I feel pressure. I feel pressure a little bit about this specific card. I don't know why. Okay, that's the one. Allowance. Oh, more 9 energy. Look at you. More 9 energy. It says the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence, and I love it so much. What's on my table? Expansion. 2 times. You need to be told. You're that group that always needs to be told things multiple times. That's you. I'm not judging you for it, but that's you. So all of these 9s of the closing of the cycle, expansion, which I already was talking about with the Sagittarius-based influences, and here we are, allowance, and just being open and receptive. So you're being encouraged to be open and receptive to whatever comes your way because the best things are coming, and you'll get, I don't know how to describe this energy. Like, if you just allow yourself to already be in an aligned with open-minded nature, right? If you allow yourself to just be open-minded just in general, day-to-day, moment by moment, you'll see what I mean. Things will just start coming in, okay? But expansion, I love that. Be open. Coherence is back. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality we desire. Keep an open heart, keep an open mind, allow your heart, things that you feel called to, things that inspire you to fuel your mind, right? Like, don't let your mind get ahead of you. Don't let your pessimistic perspectives, I feel a lot of you have, ruin your peace, your inspiration, and your ability to expand. That's what you need to know, and that's going to support what's coming in, okay? So let me pull more. What does this pile need to know? Yeah, Yang actually is still at the bottom from earlier. I told you. Tell me what's coming in. My pile number 2. What do we need to know? What is this? I'm gonna take it, and you know what? I'm gonna take it because I don't even know how to happen. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the bottom because I was already looking at that. Look what's here. What do we talk about? Aries. It's Aries season is coming up. So something about the Aries, you need to be told things multiple times. So before I put it where it goes, Aries, you need to be told things multiple times. Aries is the first cardinal sign, okay? Along with Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. It says instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. It's the beginning of something. What's all this at the back? What's all this at the back? Okay, relationships, home and family. Got it. But yeah, instigation. Something's about to start. I think I said that. Something's about to start. I think something's heating up, right? Cardinal signs begin seasons. So we're talking spring, summer, fall, winter, beginning of a season. Okay? Very relevant time frame. But South Node is here, and it talks about destined to release, and we did see all the 9s of closing of the cycle. What I love, I mentioned you doing things that benefit other people, you having like something that you do really benefits someone else, and it in turn eventually benefits you, and being on path towards your actual North Node and aligning so that can happen, right? So because you're being fulfilled in a variety of ways, all the things I talked about, right? All of that, right? All of the rambling I do. The South Node is how you do that, right? Your South Node is your natural skills, your natural talents, your natural inclinations, right? That you use to support you towards who you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to evolve into, okay? And that's also by that being the things that are typically effortless, or that we enjoy, or require not as much work as it would for other people. That's how we support the communities around us, is we have those gifts, those skills, because everyone is not good at everything, right? Everyone's not good at everything. And when you find what you're good at, when you find what you're exceptional at, when you find what you can do to support other people, and you're open, and you're open to discovering those skills, talents, to learning that knowledge, it really benefits you. Like, again, pioneering spirit, bravery, instigation, something great is coming through for you. Love it. Okay, South Node talks about past lives. South could be relevant, but past lives and all of those things. But yes, I love that came out, because I was talking about recognition, praise for things that your gifts, right? Because the South Node is your gifts. It's the bone that God throws you, right? Because we're always gonna have lessons, we're always gonna have struggles, right? And the North Node in and of itself is a path to struggle, because it's always something that you're learning, something you're developing, something that's unfamiliar, right? Growth, which is typically uncomfortable. This is the bone, your gift. So you have gifts coming in. Look at you. Or sharing of your gifts, or being supported in discovering your gifts. Love this energy. All right. Tell me more about my, okay, quick. I'm telling you, hotness. I'm telling you, something is quickly beginning. Well, quickly beginning and quickly closing. So you're quickly closing a cycle and beginning a new one. It's happening right. Look at me. I told you. It's likely something that could have started the most recent full moon in Aries, or it could very well be upcoming full moon in Aries. Could be something happens, because I mentioned all these timelines. All of these timelines could be different things happening, right? Like, I'm not saying some of you is this, some of you is that. Like, I don't know what's going on. All of the transits, like the way that things align often is a buildup in steps. But I mentioned things are heating up. You have a fiery climax approaches, right? And I keep mentioning that Libra Aries axis. I'm telling you, there's a node, okay? There's a nodal shift, okay? That's gonna happen next year. And until then, this is where we are. So a lot of you, this is real-time energy. Love that. Full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. What I like about this, it does tell you to sharpen skills, any skills and talents you have, to sharpen them and develop them. Temperance, let me move this. Yeah. Temperance is a Sagittarius-based energy of development, of higher learning and education and all of the things. Some of you need to clean up a mess. Okay, that could be relevant. Some of you, that is the thing. You're going to clean up some sort of a mess. I'm like struggling a little bit, but that's okay. I just want to make sure this is in frame. Got it. Organizing, right? Full moon in Taurus. It talks about fine-tuning, developing, possibly teaching in some sense. Okay. But it also talks about things taking root. A climax approaches, dreams needing a practical plan, something in the sky taking root, right? Stars, the moon, the sun, right? And all of those things, like the sky kind of supports gardens, like a harvest, like a garden is being nurtured, is growing. You're going to see results in a garden, whatever that is a metaphor for regarding you and your life and your experiences. Okay, I want to pull from this deck. I did it in part one. I didn't think it would follow me to every reading, but we'll take one and then I'll pull from those other decks and close it out. So let me get one from this love deck. Okay, I wasn't using it today because I was already like panicking about how many I have. So we'll pull one. It doesn't hurt me to pull one. It's going to be related to that spark, that cardinal energy, and coherence. Annoyance. Okay, you or your partner may be annoyed right now. Give each other space to cool off to avoid more arguments. Oh, okay. Well, I don't like that. Well, why did that come on this great, amazing energy? What is this? Landed on the cardinal energy and it landed on coherence. I mean, if it's not working, it's not working. We do have destined to release. Why y'all bring this here when I'm having such a high vibe energy? Like, Killing the vibe, okay? Yeah. So, I mean, if it's not working out in a romantic connection, like if it's not working out, I mean, it's not working out, destined to release. South Node is past life energy. So anyone that is connected to you in synastry via, and I may be speaking French to some of you that are truly like don't know astrology. Any person that's touching this in your chart, right? It's good and bad depending on how they're touching you in, right? In your chart. Because your South Node is where you're comfortable, right? It's where you're naturally gifted. You don't really need help there. So poorly aspected, it could be someone that is restricting you. It is someone that is holding you back, keeping you stuck, stopping you from evolving. So, I mean, if that's what's going on, then that's what's going on. I mean, I can't help you beyond if it's not working. Okay. Others of you, if there's dysfunction, it's a push to grow and extend. Not necessarily without your partner. I'm not always going to tell y'all just break up with everybody. I'm not saying that. But I mean, some of you, that's what it's saying. But where it's just conflict, it's saying to step out of your comfort zone. It's don't be so fixed and rigid in your perspective, because relationships require compromise, right? Some of you are annoyed. Some of you may be annoyed because you're looking for somebody. Go outside. It's literally saying go outside and maybe you'll meet somebody. That's a thing, okay? And quality time. Quality time means putting away the phone and clearing your brain of anything distracting so you can ensure your partner's number one focus. Okay, this actually piggybacks off of the single go outside so you can meet somebody. Quality time talks and annoyance talks about prioritizing your romantic side. So if that's a thing, you should make that a priority. Where we were talking about making time for your current partner or being more active in your pursuit for love and romance in your life. All right, I don't know why I'm snapping, but I felt like that required a snap. I don't know what's going on with this pile. I like it a lot, so we'll just roll with the energy. Let me see. Let me get a card from this one and the other one and close it. And this looks like it's going to be the shortest pile I've done in a while. Because I didn't, oh yeah. You saw it hit, so I'm not going to, those of you that like to see it is what it is. You missed it. It bounced off. Incoming energy of masculine energy. This is either my, I mean, it's funny because there was a different pile. This is a pile of balancing your masculine energy. So you're going to either learn to not be overactive. Both. You're going to learn to not be overactive in the ways that you are and pulling back your energy. And you're going to learn to be more active in the areas where you've been neglecting and lacking. Ooh, and I didn't mean to do that like that, but and you'll see, that's why you're feeling anxiety. That's why you're feeling annoyed, because you're being pushed to shift. But you have the sun twice in image. So the sun, light coming through. I love to see that. You could be what we consider to be divine masculine in nature, or you may have one of those within your vicinity. I always have to point out all of the things. But we're adapting the masculine side. A lot of you just are going to have a lot of energy. There's a lot of Aries and such on the table. A lot of energy. I love that. Slow but steady. Yeah, it's not a race, right? It's look, it's a marathon. I don't know the phrase. I can't remember the phrase right now, but like slow and steady. Like you're getting there. Like you're getting there. You're growing. You're evolving. But you will start seeing some indicators that you're on the right path. You will see lots of successes and blessings with each step that will allow you to feel more inspired, that will encourage you. Okay. All right. Let's close this out with this last card. I mean, I don't know. I just felt like it was kind of, I don't even remember what I said for most of this pile, but it was exciting. It was great news, and I get passed through with ease. Like this is the energy of not clinging to anything, especially past energy. So I love that space. That's why I'm so happy and giddy for this pile. It's like, nope, old attachments. It is what it is. Let it, okay, it had its purpose. It no longer has its purpose. Okay, it came in. It's for me. Let's roll with it. Like, I'm being shifted. Let me just move. Okay, this is great. That's the vibe I'm sitting in right now. Just rolling with it. My last message for my pile number 2, please. I may pull another one. Because it hit the floor. And it's because it's divine guidance. So you're going to get some divine guidance soon. Or maybe this is the divine guidance. Now, I said a lot of things that I don't remember. Concealment. Yeah, something that's been concealed, right, will be revealed in the best way. But I do want one more, because that was woo-woo and ominous. Your tension. Okay, so listen. Some of you are being called to slow down where you're overexerting your energy for real. I'm realizing that, because it's saying, like, stop chasing. Because I mentioned a lot of, like, recognition and such. Like, and, like, being practical in your approach. Like, you're not going to conquer the world in a day, right? Like, Taurus is slow moving fixed sign, earth energy. Takes time to build a lot of the things that most people want to build. Like, you're not going to wake up tomorrow with it, right? So slow and steady, applying your effort in a healthy space. I say that because it feels like a pile that needs to kind of, because quality time doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It is in a lot of instances here, but it talks about just spending time with, like, family, friends, just enjoying, doing things that are fun for the sake of it being fun versus just skill based, because you got finding love. Okay, so there's some type of divine guidance. You'll find love that for you, and you'll overcome fear. Slow and steady. All right. But this is that pile of divine guidance regarding finding love specifically. Whether I don't feel like there's many of you in this pile that are actively chasing it. I'm not gonna lie. If by chance you stumbled upon this video and that you are actively chasing it, it's saying you're going to divinely find it naturally, organically, when you do the things you're supposed to be doing, finding your life path, following your life path, finding your purpose, figuring it out, figuring out your calling and who you're meant to be in this life. As you do the hobbies and the things you enjoy and the things that you're called to, naturally you'll find that. But a lot of you, it's okay, you're going to get all of the greatness that you're seeking, but divine guidance and prioritizing finding love, whether we're talking about romance, platonic, community, family, all of those things, okay? Because quality time is here, okay? So that is all I have for you today, pile 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 3. Let's see what will be revealed, what you need to know, the karma, the outcome. That's what I'm putting in the title. So you selected the gold blooming heart. So I don't know what that's gonna do. We're gonna see. So really relaxed energy coming into this pile. Really clean reset. Something about the table, something about the energy on the table feels exceptionally clean. I did take a bit of a break, so that helps. But I don't know, something about stepping in here. Like, I don't know. It feels like let me just appreciate the energy. I don't know. Like, I'm telling you, something about sitting here. Like, every pile's been different, so I like that. I'll let you see your reset so we can see what's going on. At the bottom here, you'd have the sunflower. You have the sunflower here. And then you've got the heart. Oh, okay. Well, what's here? Okay, you got the moon. That makes sense. It actually goes with your thumbnail. Okay, this is my, like, I don't know, this feels like the star of the reading, right? You got, like, the moon, which really aligns with the thumbnail. Love that energy. We've got the sunflower. Love it. Oh, but you got 24, so that could be a relevant number. You've got the heart and the sunflower. And the reason why maybe this is how it's going to happen and manifest for you. Whatever's coming in, it's going to be really good, by the way. two things will hit you at once. Yeah, two things will hit you at once. So one thing you'll be like, oh, that's a cute little coincidence, or that's nice. And then boom, at the same time, you'll realize, oh crap, that's like bigger than I even realized. It's even better. Because what happened is I looked at the sunflower and the heart, and I saw your actual key. Like, this is your key technically. Because I mean, yeah, this is a flower, but I call it the gold blooming heart. And like, sunflowers are technically, and I don't know why it's blurry like that, they're technically like yellow gold, right? So blooming flower, heart. And even like the symbol of the heart is like that. And then I realized there was 24 on both of these. So that really was interesting. And then once I saw that, and I saw what was here, I was like, oh, this is that pile. Love it. So let's get into your reading. Let's see. I mean, if that had any personal meaning to you, any of the things I let you see, love that for you. Even if not, even if so, you have so many blessings coming in for you, Pile 3, that you have no idea. Like, this is very divinely supported. Like, you have no idea. Remember me when you see. This is a great pile already. I love it. So let me see. My gold blooming heart. Some of you may have a heart of gold. That's really sweet. Let me see. Tell me about my pile 3. Great. Okay. All right. Well, okay, we're not gonna talk back. We're not gonna fight. You get 2 cards. My special pile. I'm not gonna fight back. Let me see if I can get, I hope I don't make this longer than it needs to be, but we'll see. I'm definitely gonna need the book. Because why do I need 2 cards? And apparently there's something regarding the sunflower that I'm just not acknowledging. We got the bees, we got the sunflower, love it. We do have Bumblebee Jasper. Maybe you need that. Love it. Love it. I like that it's gonna fall exactly where it is, because it's with the Bumblebee Jasper. This is tangerine quartz, honey calcite, orange calcite, and another little honey calcite ball. So yeah, look, it's good. It's like it's over there with its family. It's like at home. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Because it really wants to be here. And it is solar energy, by the way. Solar energy. And that's a lot. I don't know that I realized that it had this many pages for this card. Okay, but it says, I am embodying my brightest self. I love that. Look at you. And it says that the sunflower is a beneficial omen in a reading. And it indicates a time of joy, cheer. Wait, let me not downplay it. It says it indicates a time of joy, good cheer, because cheer is not enough apparently. It has to be good cheer, health, wealth, and success. All good things. And if you're asking a specific question, the sunflower almost always indicates a yes and predicts a time of feeling happy with yourself and your life. Now, it does talk about the solar plexus chakra, which is the 3rd one that rules your pile. Look at you. Look at the synchronicities. I didn't correlate that at all. So maybe that was what I was missing. Maybe you're gonna heal your solar plexus soon. Or you have, and you're really stepping into your power and your confidence and your personality, because yes, the solar plexus chakra is the 3rd one. Okay. But it says it embodies the beautiful balanced growth of the spiral or the pattern of the seeds. Oh, it's just describing the image. Okay, it's describing the image. It's fine. Yeah, so I love it. I love this energy that stepped in. So what is this maturing one? Because I mentioned 2 things, right? Like, I felt like I've gotten that before, where I've talked about like, you'll get one thing or you'll try to get one thing and then you'll get 2. It'll be better and it'll be great. I don't know, but you've got number 7, the dandelion. Okay, now dandelions just in general, talk about making a wish, like wish fulfillment. Oh, look at this file. I really like, so my non-love readings that I do usually is like self-development and growth and all of the things like that. It talks about like growth, self-development, but I mean, I haven't really gotten a huge, like, this is what you need to work on. I mean, we've gotten that, but not like in a sense of everything you're doing is wrong and you're being pushed right. It feels like a lot of you here are kind of like stepping into like the harvest season of, okay, being blessed for a job well done and doing the things you need to be doing. So I love it. Look at this. I'm happy for everybody selecting these piles, especially this one, because this one is amazing. Okay, Jupiter and Sun. I mentioned luck and that's Jupiter. It says, I am both joyful and strong. So filled with joy. That's the hugest theme so far, just that deck. And when I finish with this, we'll talk about it a little more because I know I'm dragging it out, but it is important and it's going to make you feel really good. Let's see. Dandelion indicates a time and place for you to shine and play. Shine and play. If you have difficulty with that, it's a time and place for you to shine and play. And while doing so, be successful at what is at hand. Okay, and it indicates success, good fortune. Oh, okay, it's gonna be, I mean, I'm shaking the table, I'm not gonna lie. Good fortune in business and goals coming to fruition with a lighthearted, fun attitude for you. Enjoy your success and keep it going. Okay, and then you can pause, and wherever on the picture your eye was drawn, there's an emphasis on the meaning. So here's the thing. This is the Magical Botanical. I'm not plugging the deck. I mean, if you want it, get it. It's fine. But this is not a fun deck. Ironically enough, the reason why I say that is because first time I ever used it, and I don't really remember what I said. I just remember using it in a love reading, and I'll never forget it because it was such a chaotic energy. I was like, I shouldn't have used this deck. And ironically enough, it probably was the Sunflower. I think that was the first time I ever used this deck, was during like the Sunflower, my original one for the love reading. And the deck is almost, I don't want to say it's never friendly, right? It is friendly, right? But usually when it's friendly, because it does so from a developmental perspective. It's like, yeah, you're being blessed because it was hard, or work towards this and you'll be, receive good things. I feel like these are two of like the best cards in the deck, that it's like, okay, good health, everything is good, everything is joyful, everything is fun. And I don't know that this deck, like, this is not that kind of a deck. So that's how great the energy coming in for you is. Like, because I'm emphasis on this is not that friendly of a deck. It's supposed to challenge you and make you be better as a person. So it's not telling you to be better as a person. If anything, the only emphasis on being better, I'm trying to figure out where I'm putting this. The only emphasis is learning how to have fun and enjoy things. So look at you. I love it. So knock out your work and then have fun. Because I mean, you still have to work, right? Like that's life. But yeah, let me pull from this other deck. That's why you need it too. And that's why you have the heart at the bottom. All right. I'm already excited. Almost like it's reading done. Close reading. Make a wish. Things are coming true. This is really interesting. Honestly, I have like, I don't know where I got lint. Sorry, I don't mean to knock that, but I just like pulled lint from my sleeve, and it kind of like was almost like, yeah, you see the sun shifted right when I said it. It's just like this dandelion. See, that's why I'm dragging. They want me to keep talking about this making a wish, like something you've wished for is coming in. And the way it's going to manifest is in a way that you wouldn't have, not only would you not have expected it, but you see that the bees, it's like you're going to get something you wished for, but all kinds of other things are going to come with it that you wouldn't have expected or even thought to want, or you would have been fine with just the thing you wished for, if that makes sense. Like you would have been fine with just the thing you wished for, but so much more is going to come from it, and you're maybe overwhelmed with joy. I love it. Look at you, Valkyrie. I'm so glad that they forced me to do this reading. So here's the backstory. Today, I was working. I was up super early. I ended up taking a nap, like a random nap. I took a nap. I woke up and I'm like, ooh, I need to do this reading. And I'm like, why? Like I made the thumbnail like a few days ago, and I'm like, no, it's time for the reading. I need to start it now. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to use my natural light like I used to. I have to hurry up. So I ended up doing the thing. But I'm really excited about the reading. So let's see. Especially this pile, because you seem to be getting some really great news. Look at you. And I know I'm exceptionally extra in these readings just in general. And I'm doing so in, not in excess, but a lot more in this pile. I don't know what you're feeling like or what you've got going on, but I don't know. The energy channeling through me is very cheerful and very upbeat. So I don't know if you need that energy or if that's just like a spirit guide that you have around you that's like often like upbeat, cheerful. Like, I mean, I can see it. I can see it all over the table. I saw it immediately, but it's a very cheerful, it's almost like a feeling of ecstasy stepping through. Like not the drug, like not like drugs, but like of glee. Like there's a very gleeful energy stepping in, okay? Very excited. So let me see. Well, do we not want this deck? Something's grounding. What am I doing wrong? Something, Do we not want a card from this deck? Is it a long time coming? What's going on here? Okay. That's the one. That's the one. So gold is definitely, yellow gold is definitely a color, which makes sense. But pink as well, something that they wanted me to see the back, because when it hit here, this rhodonite has gold on it and it is pink. So pink, gold, relevant colors for you. They represent happiness, cheer, fun, right? Very lighthearted spring colors. Okay. Look at you. Look who joined the chat. Look at that. I love that so much. Look what's here. I'm telling you, I'm taking my time. I can't rush it, but look at you. Look at that moon lunar energy. Got it. I love that for you. Definitely goes with the thumbnail. All of this. Very, very supported. Everything good is coming to you. Okay, I promise. I could probably just end the reading right here and say it's great. Go play. So here's what I'm gonna say though. And it does matter. So this dragging of the energy, how I had it, it was to give me intuitive interpretations. I'm not gonna look at this because I don't know. Maybe it's a synchronicity, and I want you to know that I don't know what's coming out, and I don't want to talk after I see, because we got this sunflower bee golden energy that came into the pile immediately. Very gleeful, very cheerful, very excited, fun. Something's going to happen that's going to lead to you being very joyful, very cheerful. And you're going to be in a position, a space to have a lot of fun, a lot of pleasure, and like whatever that means for you. And then you stepping into this space. It feels less like a space, more like an era. It could truly be an experience, but it feels like a period of time, a period of life for you you're stepping into. When you reach this state, you'll have a deep healing, right? A la moon, blue water energy, okay? You're going to step into a deep healing, okay? And it will be for the best. And I'm not saying it's even going to feel bad. I don't get that it's going to feel bad in any way. If anything, it feels exceptionally peaceful. But like you'll be in such a happy space, you'll be able to heal from anything that's happened that you have not had the time and space to heal from. It could be as simple as rest, right? Because sometimes when you overwork yourself, you need rest and rejuvenation. There will be a deep healing. That's a blessing that's coming in, a healing you may have not even realized you need, okay? You're getting that, okay? You're getting that. Sunflower was not leaving the table, and now you got all of this moon lunar energy. You're great. Could be relevant to the full moon, okay? Any full moon, okay? At the bottom, clouds. Especially when we talk about confusion. We've got more blue, and we have an eye where we can see the sky, okay? Clarity. Got a lot of clarity coming in, okay? Especially where there's been a lot of confusion. You're not going to have any more confusion, okay? All right. See, when I split the deck, clouds, I'm telling you, all the synchronicities are coming out. Something is ending with that coffin, but clouds, right? Cloudy skies. Talks about wish fulfillment. Talks about manifestation, actually. So those of you that are manifesting in all of the things, you're gonna definitely see you're gonna see that, okay? Especially if you're open. If you're open and not trying to overly control things, you'll actually see much better results than you anticipated, especially anything you've been actively working towards. You're not gonna believe it. Let me see. If this combination feels like, because clouds also is not seeing it coming. This combination feels like being so happy, you can't even believe it. Like, this is overwhelmed with glee, overwhelmed with joy, possibly to the point where you have like an emotional release. Like, this is like happy to tears. Like, this is happy tears. I don't know what's going on like that, but I love it for you, because it's like literally happy tears on the table. And there is an eye here, so that makes sense. And like cloudy skies leads to rain. Look at me. All of these, like, I don't know why all of that's, I mean, I know why. I know exactly why. I'm not very surprised with what's on my table. I'm not very surprised. I don't know that I expected it to be this specific pile, but yeah, look at this. I love this energy though. Come on. Let's see more. Tell me. Because I look, what's the question? What are we asking? I don't even remember. Because like I need to open, let me open this. What will be revealed? What you need to know, the karma, the outcome. Amazing karma. Healing, joy. Like, you as a pile, I know I'm dragging this out. It's fine. You sit back, relax, listen. This is important. So even if you don't understand what's going on my table, I do. You have no idea. Like, this is the most amazing energy I've ever sat and read on a table before. Because it's not about like stuff. It's not about like what you're doing, where you're going. It's all about your spirit. Okay? It's about your spirit and things manifesting through that. Okay? Yes. This is the most, like, you will truly start seeing things. If you're not a spiritual or religious person, and it doesn't matter what spiritual practice is, it doesn't matter what religion, if you're not inherently so, or even raised, however, if you are not religious or spiritual in any way, you will be soon. And not in a bad way at all. I promise. It will be in the best way, because you're going to start seeing some things that you truly cannot explain in the best way. And if you are spiritual, religious, you will be even more, like, you will experience the deepening of your faith, just because you will see things that you just cannot explain with this energy that's on my table, okay? This is my inexplicable miracles piles. Look at that. I'm knocking every. I like that I'm knocking the stand and all of the things, and that I do it by natural light, because the low quality of my videos shows that it's like, because I'm not doing all this editing. I don't have time for that. Like, when it's all low quality, you can see. But the star, number 17. I mentioned star, moon, star. There was a different pile with the same energy. Moon and star. The sky. I mentioned the sky. I talked about the sky. I did. So listen. Let me make a little more space. Let me slide the sunflower back even more into the element. Moon. I wish I had my, look, let me just, I almost want to put, I will, because that actually supports, see, everything goes where it's supposed to go. I'm going to put the moon over here with this Celestine crystal. That's a crystal that supports the moon energy. It's blue. I love it. All right. So let's put this here. You see, you have some divine restructuring happening for you. I don't know what you've been doing, but it's been good. Okay. I promise. When we talk about karma, this is a pile of like the most amazing karma I've ever seen. I don't know what kind of person you are. I don't know what kind of things you do. I'm talking too much, but something amazing is going to happen. I don't know what that is. And I know people are always like, oh, readers say this, blah, blah, blah. But I'm serious with this that's on my table. I'm not surprised by how heavy the energy is. I'm going to say it again, but I don't know that I expected it to step into the pile with this level of depth. And I get hints and signs all the time from this energy, but I don't know that I expected it to just throw itself on the table. Come on, give me more. Here we go. And everything that comes will flow naturally, okay? And when you take what flows naturally, you will get extra. I love that I'm using a natural light, because look, I love the coloring of the Afro Goddess second edition or tarot deck. Four of Cups. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the shimmer that's making it do that, but that's okay. Eyes closed, not seeing it coming. But boy, when your eyes open, you will see. I'm struggling a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Let me. All right. All right. Son of Wands, Two of Wands. All right. So something you walked away from, are walking away from, did walk away from, whether by choice or via rejection. I heard divine protection, okay? Right? Like, because Four of Cups is disengaged energy. It talks about not wanting something, turning something down. So that could be you turning something down or something being denied from you. If you look at that Knight of Wands, bulldozing through towards something much more beneficial with that Two of Wands, that orchestration that you can't see. The orchestration that you can't see. I'm laughing because I love this deck because I like the creation, the artwork, right? Orchestration that you can't see. There's a pearl in the shell, right? That's actually very, see how everything aligns by me sliding all this over? Everything. So you've got all of this bee energy with the sunflowers, and here we are with this moon, water, pearl energy. Okay. You're going to get some sort of a pearl from something that didn't seem like, you know how pearls are created. You would think that you wouldn't think that would come from its source, but it does. That's the lesson you're about to learn. Okay. That's the lesson you're about to learn. Okay. You're going to learn the positive side of that. So maybe that's what all of this amazing energy is because there has been a history of things that have not been the best, possibly even on the worst end of the spectrum in some instances. This is a pile. What is for you is always for you. Okay? And a lot of times what is for you is often better than what you want for yourself or think is possible for you, depending on what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? What's at the bottom? There's some orchestration you can't see happening. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles talks about opportunity, prosperity, a new material beginning. Okay? You're going to be very, very prosperous. Okay? In a variety of ways. Okay? I don't feel rushed at all for this pile, and I'm not going to. This isn't the type of energy you rush. I'm just making sure you know that. So if you need, and honestly, it's such a relaxing space that like you should be vibing. And if you need to watch this more than once, do so. But this is not the kind of energy you rush. This is the kind of energy you sit with and surrender to. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's not the energy you rush. I don't know. Yeah, there it is. The energy you surrender to. Okay, that's what you've got. So you're going to surrender, or you did, or you will. And whatever that surrendering, whether it is to a higher power, whether it is to a religion, like, because it doesn't have to be super spiritual, but I'm leading with that. Whether it is just surrendering and just allowing what is for you to come to you naturally, allowing what is not for you to leave without clinging. This one's screaming at me. Why is that screaming at me? You'll get new growth. You'll surrender and you'll see new growth. Some of you watch all of the piles. Some of you are picking more than one, but you'll get a new beginning and you'll experience growth. So we've got seeds that have been planting. You'll get a new harvest. Okay. So what is this at the bottom? And it will be strong. It will be stable, right? It will be strong. It will be stable. Okay. Can I put this here and this? I don't know what to do. I'm like, what do I do? I'll put it here. That's fine. Okay. Great. So let me pull from these other decks. Look at the bottom of your reset. Ooh, look at you. I love it. My pile 3. My gold blooming heart. But yeah, this isn't an energy you rush. You let it ride. So I'm just gonna let it ride. Tell me, what will be revealed? What do we need to know? What's the karma, the outcome for my gold blooming heart key? What else does this pile need to know? What's coming in? What do they need to be prepared for? They're testing me to make sure I'm not gonna rush. If you pay attention, like, oh, let me see if you're gonna try to rush this reading. I'm not. Okay. Allowance. Some of you are picking all of the piles. So prosperity, and I do sometimes associate this with prosperity as well. So a lot of green energy, but it says the frequency of allowance allows us to be open to whatever comes our way. Okay, surrendering to whatever comes our way without judgment, opinion, fear, or resistance. When we allow, emphasis on allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So surrendering. So what is coming in for you, you will surrender. And when you do, if you haven't already, you're going to see an amazing experience. That is your life. Okay, that's what you're going to see. That's what's coming in. But you have to allow it to come in. You have to allow it to unfold. You cannot cling to what is not it's for you, right? You cannot avoid what is. Okay. Healing. I told you. What are we talking about? Healing. Healing. A lot of you, it is your true heart space. That's why you have that golden blooming heart. Like it's a healing of your heart space with all of this green. Okay. Let me see. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. It's trusting your intuition, trusting your instincts, allowing yourself to believe yourself when you're speaking to yourself. Like when we talk about listening to your body, when we, listening to that gut feeling, when something's off, right? That will strengthen for you, right? But also when you feel that something's right, even if it doesn't make sense, right? In the moment, trusting that is what's coming in. And you'll do that a lot more. You'll be rewarded a lot more. And it'll just be a great experience for you. I love it. This is probably going to be, it may end up being like an hour long. I'm not going to lie. Just because I'm not rushing. I can't rush this pile. You have don't let your past hold you back here. So, okay. Tell me more about my pile number 3. What do they need to know? What's coming in? What's going to be revealed, please? Oh, it's fine. I was going to take it, but it didn't. Okay, that's the one. You are deeply healing, whether you realize it or not. You've been healing, you are healing, or you're about to step into a period where you're healing. I mentioned it at the beginning of the pile, like, or towards the beginning. Your healing is about to spike, okay? The energy is gaining momentum. And with that, right, that's going to propel you. As you heal, you elevate your frequency, your vibration, and you start attracting things that match that vibration, right? So as you clear baggage, as you clear negativity, you bring in more light, okay? What's going on? Why do I have the foggy energy? You can't see it yet. That's what it is. But it says the energy is gaining momentum, okay? That's what it is. Yeah, once I hit the point, I realized the energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon, it's building up, okay? Waxing moon phases are build up, okay? Allow it to build, okay? Be bold and make the first move. That's cardinal signs, okay? Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. Could be relevant seasons, lunar phases, since the moon was so prominent, okay? So it could be the next cardinal phases real time. For those of you that are watching real time, would be the full moon in Libra, new moon in Aries, okay? That's what it is, okay? Purple is relevant. That pink purple color is relevant, but act where you feel called to act. Receive where you feel called to receive, okay? Because what I'm getting here, if there is any shadow or advice needing to be said here, it's where you're trying to control things, stop. Where you're being told to place your energy, do. Right? That's what you're being told to do. Even when, especially where it feels a little scary. Okay? Because right here, there's an energy of getting out of your own way. Okay? Incoming energy of house 3. Okay, it says early learning. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna put this back because I felt like as soon as I got it, I was like, I don't want that one. You have a maturing energy of opposition. So any oppositions you have to like communication, giving, sending, receiving messages of any kind is either gonna go away or stop. I don't know what, but there's an opposition to the house 3, which rules communication, local travel, early childhood, and whatnot. Okay, so give me what's that? This is my card. Yep, that's my card. It's my card. North Node, destined to have. So heading on your path, just doing what you're supposed to be doing, becoming who you're meant to be. All right. Venus, give and receive love. Where is it? Find value, see beauty. Oh, you're about, like, this is like a glow up. This is a stepping into your Venus energy. This is a stepping into your life. So Venus rules Libra, Taurus, your 2nd house, and your 7th house. That's your relationships, your contracts, your romantic partnerships. That's your beauty, your money, your luxury, all of the things. That's right what that planet rules. You have another pearl. You have another pearl. Told you this energy is not going to be rushed, and it's going to make itself very, very known throughout the reading. So another pearl. And it's funny because I pick up this and I get another shell, and Neptune, which is that watery energy, rules the sign Pisces, the mermaid. Why did I grab this? Look at me. It's funny because I already decided after pile 2 that I was going to pull from this deck for each single pile, because I did it in 1 and 2, and it's like you can't just stop halfway through. You have to keep going now, and you saw it's already going. So I was already going to do it, but I just unconsciously grabbed it. So I guess I was done with my point. But Venus does say give and receive love, destined to have. So something regarding that will be very relevant. That's going to open. But you know, your North Node, stepping into your North Node and where you're supposed to be going and who you're meant to become, is going to make life very easy for you, very natural for you, very pleasurable and joyful for you. Okay, so I'm going to pull my One Love card. Ironically enough, I thought this was going to be super long, but it looks to be trending normal time. Okay, North Node is who you're meant to become, where you're going, where you're headed, being on the right path. You're being told you're on the right path. Any shadow or obstacles are the things that I told you to work on, okay? Tell me one. Give me one. What does pile 3 need to know in terms of love? What does this deck have to say to my pile number 3, please? What's the message for pile number 3? Very particular about this card that's going to come out. Let me get another good shuffle. But I don't know what, I really don't know what's going to come out. Destined to have, give and receive love, find value, see beauty. That's the last message we got. So maybe I needed to emphasize that. Your Venus, we all have natal charts, right? Your Venus will be key in your North Node. Like key. Like part of your purpose is this Venus energy. So however, whatever sign your Venus in your chart is, will be very, very important for where you're going and where you're supposed to go, because your North Node is not just about who you're meant to be. It will be how you help support and influence everyone that you cross paths with. So your Venus energy, okay, whatever sign that is, however that manifests, and wherever it is, whatever house it's in, and whatever it's at, like it's key. Okay, some of you may be in a bit of Venus return. Some of you are either in a Venus return, stepping into one, or just stepped out. Like I know people are always like, oh, you must be, no, it happens like every 2 years. So recent, past, about to step in, or current. Like I don't mean last year, whatever, right? So let me get this, but your Venus sign, okay, is important. It is. It's very important. Be bold and make the first move is important. I'm a little nervous because this is the initiated energy and this is a reversal. So why do we have a reversal? We have a divine union. Congratulations. It's time to celebrate. Both you and your partner have healed and learned the important lessons to allow this union to manifest. Oh, okay. It's in reverse. That's not a bad thing. So here's the thing. 2 things, so much from that card, and we'll take the bottom. I'm going to flip it up when I'm finished because I know why that's in reverse. 2 reasons. Some of you, and this could be romantic, this could be community, because everything's connected, right? And everything is related. Divine union could just simply be getting what you want, right? Reaching a goal. And that 4 of Cups of stepping away, leaving something behind, or something being denied to you, that's this energy, right? And it landed on be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon, because what comes first is not always best. There's that mermaid, Pisces. What comes first is not always best, right? Like I'm getting some of you have a tendency to settle, right? Some of you have a tendency to settle. And that's part of all of this happy energy. Some of you, like, I don't know, like low self-esteem, you have a tendency to settle. So in you trying to settle, you've been or are being pushed out of that settling energy, right? So any past connections, whether we're talking about collective spaces, romantic relationships, previous desires, previous goals, are not for you, right? They're not for you. Divine union, that's not for you. That's not your divine union. See why it's in reverse? Be bold and make the first move. Anything you've tried to chase or initiate was not for you. Most instances, because I don't want to say all, a lot of instances, things you were trying to initiate it, trying to get off the ground, trying to start, trying to launch were not for you, because it wasn't something that came naturally to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, cardinal energy is initiating energy. It's where you place your energy. Okay, where are you placing your energy? Not in the right spaces, not in the right unions. That's what that says. And with it hitting, the second reason why it's hitting be bold be bold and make the first move in reverse, you're avoiding possibly opportunities for community, for romantic expression. That came out a lot. Okay, now those of you where you're not doing that, you just don't realize it, because by chasing what is not for you, right? I mentioned those spaces. By chasing that, attaching to that, right? Refusing to move on from that, that's avoiding where you're supposed to be, right? So you're all rejecting it in a variety of ways, and that's why it's in reverse. But it's upright. I'm putting it upright because this is where you should be, okay? Divine union, okay? And that's why you have all of this healing coming in, or you've been experiencing the healing, because you have divine union coming in with what you're supposed to be, with your purpose, your North Node purpose, okay? And that's going to come in the form of community, romance, self-love, self-care, joy, pleasure, and excitement, okay? So let me see what's at the bottom. Annoyance. This card came out a lot. You or your partner may be annoyed right now. Give each other space to cool off to avoid more arguments. I'm going to put this back in reverse for a moment. This is why. If you're having struggle, hardship, right? This is why. Okay, it's not a divine union. Okay, I know a lot of you, I use that twin flame label. I hate saying it in a non-love reading. Y'all chase that twin flame, soulmate label, and you cling to people as a result. That's not your twin flame. I'm gonna say it like that. You know what I mean? Like, where it's really chaotic and annoying, right? Where you're clinging. That's not who that is. Okay, and that's why you're having the issue. Okay. Or that wasn't, because like I said, past, present, incoming. Upright. All of your inconveniences, all of your troubles, all of your hardships, past, present, or incoming, I don't get a strong incoming, are to trigger you towards your North Node. Who you're meant to be, where you're supposed to be, with who you're supposed to be with. In all your connections, okay? That's why we've got that, okay? I'm going to just put this here. It's okay that it's not completely visible. And I'll pull from these last two decks and close it out. You're stepping into a divine union with yourself. You're balancing all your divine feminine and masculine aspects. You're going to step into a divine union with someone romantically, platonic connections, as well as your purpose. You're stepping into divine union with yourself and your purpose and your higher powers. Because that's really what this is all about. Like, this is like a connecting to the deepest level you can with God, spirit, whatever your religious beliefs, who you are as a person, as well as the people around you, okay? I love that. That's why you're not going to rush this energy. So it is what it is. We're going to take our last two messages. But I did not manipulate the reading by flipping this upright. It fell in reverse to catch my attention. Some of you are very direct. You're actively avoiding a divine union. Would be bold and make your first move, and it hitting in reverse. It's like you're not making the move. You're not making the move they're telling you to. And that's kind of that's why it hit in reverse. But yeah, I mean, I love this pile. It's such a great energy. At the bottom, you have discernment, number 6. You're going to have discernment. You're going to have clarity. right? You're going to know what you should and shouldn't be doing. It won't be as difficult. It won't be as confusing, okay? And you're also being told to use your discernment. The messages I keep giving you to do what feels natural, okay? Because we have movement into balance, okay? You have masculine energy, the star, which is actually that cardinal be bold and make the first move energy. So be very active in moving into balance, okay? Very direct message. It says, masculine energy, move into balance. Be very active, okay? All right. I'm trying to I'll put you here. I'll put you here. Look at me. I'm like struggling. What happened is I tried to hasten the pace slightly, and it was like, oh, I'll slow. If you want to rush, I'll slow you down, right? And mess up the table. But yeah, you're moving into balance, okay? Very actively and aggressively so, in the best way. Things are speeding up, okay? For you in this sense. So let me pull from this last deck and we'll close it out. It's not as long as I thought. Love it. Those of you that like the love readings, when it comes to divine union, right? Like we talk about and it's been a long time since I did a twin flame reading, because some of y'all y'all do a lot. So I'm like, let me leave it alone, because I don't want to I don't want to tap into that energy for them, because y'all do a lot. But those of you here where that's a thing that you're interested in, I do see a masculine energy moving into balance when we talk about a divine union. All right. It fell in reverse because a lot of you is not even who you're asking about specifically. Okay. I'm speaking very much so to those of you where you're in something that's chaotic, where there's a lot of confusion. That's not who that is. Let me see. Oh yeah, they talking. I guess I'll take all three of these. You have passion coming in, lots of passion. We saw that immediately though. But you got Lunar. The moon is here again. Okay, the moon is here again, which technically is divine feminine energy. And we've got cut ties and elixir of life. So where tensions are high, things are draining and not working. I'm not talking about necessarily just specific people or connections. Could just be situations and experiences where things are draining, especially your emotions, because the moon rules your emotions, okay? Where you're feeling intuitively called to cut ties, it will literally give you life. Elixir of life talks about being fulfilled and enriched. I'll pull a book out so you can see, because that's actually really important. And look, the page I accidentally slipped to is let go. So there's letting go of past ties. I'm not saying it's current. It doesn't have to be current. I read past, present, as well as incoming. I'm mentioning that, but something you need to let go, whether it's still just past attachments or just clinging to memories, clinging to pain associated with memories, because some of you, it could be that. Some of you are clinging. Things like that. Some of you are in current, but I do feel an overwhelming current situation. It's probably why Glee stepped in. It's like, let it go. You don't even have to do it. You don't have to be in that energy. Where's elixir of life? Here it is. Okay. Mortality is a reminder that life is short. And this card doesn't offer immortality, but it shows up to remind you that there are things that are greater than us. And by adopting this philosophy, we can become part of a whole that is of itself immortal. We want both simplicity and abundance. And seeing the pure energy connecting us can be liberating. Our unconditional capacity for love and kindness is immeasurable and has the ability to remove all fear. Acknowledging the laws of nature that govern the universe places on us the power and responsibility to create our own sense of meaning. Energy lives forever. Y'all gonna see some miracles pop off. Y'all gonna see some chaotic, in the best way, things go on. Like, something about this pile, you are gonna like believe in God. Like, it's not a question. It's gonna be like oh, like God is real. That's this pile. Okay? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna feel real in the best way. Okay? I do feel like some of you may have experienced some things. Some of you watch your right shoulder, because I got like a really bad soreness there that I don't always have. Watch that. But yeah, I mean, some of you may have felt it on the worst sense. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel it on the best sense, okay? But you got a lot of passion coming in, and you got a heart on that, okay? So yeah, that's what you got coming in. This is a great pile, but I'm telling you, the life coming in, the experiences coming in, the blessings, the type of karma, whatever you want to refer to this energy as, the outcome for you is you're going to be like, God is real. I'm so serious. I don't care what your religion, I don't care what faith, I'm telling you. You're going to believe in something after this, okay? If you don't, I promise you. So that is all I have for you today, pile number 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4. What will be revealed, what you need to know, the karma, and the outcome. So you selected my Silver Tree of Life, Crown, Skeleton Key. And I'm already saying you're going to need to shift. Something about shifting. Or, again, will have... Because I don't know, it's going to be a different timeline for all of you. So for those of you that are new, I read past, present, and incoming energy. And I read from a polarity, which means there's often a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. And you can be at both various stages of your journey, okay? Like you can be multiple now in both multiple areas of life as well. But yeah, something about a shift. Because I was struggling a little bit with my angle. So maybe a different angle, a different perspective. A shift in sight. So let's see. Let me just start your reading. Let me just start your reading because I don't know what's going on. Tell me about my pile number 4. Let's move this out of the way. Something may need to be moved out of the way. Something may be being shifted out of the way, okay? What will be revealed? What do you need to know? The karma, the outcome for my Silver Tree of Life, Crown, Skeleton Key. My pile number 4. You're closing a cycle. Look at you. I'm not taking the bottom, but you're closing a cycle. This is the last card in a deck. Okay? Which is closing a cycle. So my attention is actually being called. So if you came from love readings that I do, welcome. If you have not seen those, I have a reading where I have sunflowers, roses. I have roses and sunflowers, and I have like also poppy on the channel as well. Okay. I'm hearing some of you are stepping into this, some of you are stepping out of that. Okay. Well, stepping out, closing a cycle is the dominant energy. Oh, incoming energy of closing the cycle. See the difference? Yeah, I'm even struggling with the channeling, changing the perspective. So closing this cycle. That's definitely a cycle. So I have this on my channel. Okay. So again, some of those love readings with the flowers, and I have a poppy spirit. Okay. Now, does this want to be in the reading or no? It doesn't have to be in the reading. That was just a message. What I'll do, because I was only wanting to take, I'll take this as the incoming. Okay. That's what we'll do. Let me slide this out of the way. What is this incoming energy? But you are closing. Oh, look at that. I told you. I mentioned with the roses and such. Yeah, go to some of those love readings if you have not already. And the ones I sent you to, okay? But you've got the rose. So what's incoming for you is the rose. I love that. Beautiful energy. Toot horn of confirmation. Let me get to the page. The rose. Okay. Let's see what it talks about. It tells us to seek love, beauty, and harmony in our life. It stands in the center of a tree. And it talks about as above, so below. And it says, center yourself in the heart and feel all of creation spread above, below, and around you. Find the beauty in yourself, find the beauty in all around you, and see what opportunities for true divine love can be found in your current situation. Okay? It's talking about the description, and then it says it can appear in a reading when you need to open more to deeply when you need to open more deeply to your spiritual path and seek the center. Open more to your spiritual path and seek the center. Got it. Okay, that's what it says. Love, beauty, and harmony. That's what it talks about. Why are we reaching for this deck first? Okay, we'll get our I'll go back to this. These are related. This is the Afro Goddess 2nd edition tarot, and then the Oracle. So I'll go back to the Oracle. That's what we'll do. Give me my cards. Tell me more about my silver tree of life. This is my pile of people that you really like the details, because you're like, get to the details. So this is the details. We don't want the overview yet. We want more details, more information, more knowledge. Got it. All right. Number 4, what will be revealed? What do you need to know? The karma, the outcome. Something about a rose. Okay. My pile number 4. Incoming energy, the Hanged Man. So things that you can't see. I'm going to lead with the Pisces 12th house ruling energy of things that you cannot see coming. Okay. There is a shadow, obviously, because rules, things you can't see that could be harmful. Things that you don't realize are harmful, whether it's people, places, things, situations, experiences. And it talks about, but it also talks about hidden things that are really good for you, hidden talents, hidden gifts, things you don't realize that are available to you. So, you know, exposing all of the limitations, but also your advantages, right? That's what's coming in. The Hanged Man talks about surrendering. I call it the let go, let God card. Okay. Now that with the rose talks about revealing and surrendering to things that you don't even realize how great they are, right? Love it. All right. Something, don't overthink and resist change, because what happens is, this is productivity and efficiency, right? 8 of Pentacles talks about working really effectively, really efficiently, really diligently, and seeing success because you have the necessary skills. And Judgment talks about more Pisces surrender energy. This in reverse is a blockage. So like, surrender and don't be like this, because it puts you in a rumination space. Like you begin ruminating and overthinking and not knowing what decisions to make, what options to choose. 7 of Cups talks about choices, okay? Decisions. So don't put yourself in a position of overthinking. That's why you were concerned about the details before I could finish pulling my oracle cards. You wanted details. You're hyper fixating on the details, okay? Surrender, okay? You don't have to nitpick and control and be very efficient. Like, it's not about you. Sometimes it's just let God do what God do. Okay, like that's, you know what I mean? Like, you let the universe orchestrate itself. Stop micromanaging things in your life, situations and experiences. That's what this pile talks about. You're micromanaging your experience. You're micromanaging your life. And what happens is that's a restriction. It limits you, right? It's a self-imposed limitation 2 times because you're not open to what can come in, okay? It's actually a lack of efficiency. You know, anything in excess, micromanaging things, limits you. It's a lack of efficiency, okay? And then you have judgment in reverse, ignoring a call, avoiding a call, ignoring your intuition, right? Because we've got Pisces 2 times. Could be your placements, could be season, okay? Could be real time. But it talks about answering the call. Here, honestly, this combination falling in reverse feels like answering a call you've been avoiding. I've not read it like this before, right? But it's like, here's a call that you either don't hear because you're so busy micromanaging things, right? Or that you're avoiding out of fear, right? If you either don't hear the call or you're just actively ignoring the call, or maybe you're not understanding the call. But finally acknowledging, hey, I hear it. Now I can choose, right? Now I can choose. That's what we have coming in. And options, lots of options available to choose from, okay? When we talk about experiences and things that are desirable for us, right? Again, all 3 cards ruled by Pisces. Might be real time for some of you, the High Priestess. Okay, that's your intuition. That's the unseen, things that you may not realize. So the theme here is exactly what I led with. Hidden enemies, hidden allies, hidden self-imposed limitations. This energy is the energy of aspects of yourself that you're not familiar with. Realizing and developing those, right? Realizing what, who may not be good for you, whether intentionally so or not, okay? And the removal of that. Whether we talk about mentalities, perspectives, habits, routines, all of that can fall into that play. Now, when we talk about hidden gifts, hidden talents, hidden advantages, right? Assets that you don't realize are available to you will be revealed. We've got the High Priestess, right? High Priestess can see. High Priestess is the psychic, right? High Priestess rules what I'm doing now. That's like this reading, like hidden knowledge, hidden wealth, hidden ability, okay? That's where we are. So you're going to have some things revealed, maybe having things revealed, or recently had some things be revealed to you. That's like a prize, like a rose, okay? Got you feeling like the High Priestess, regardless of gender, okay? Making you comfortable enough to surrender to the divine order, okay? Why am I pulling out of order? This is that chaotic pile that has me pulling out of order. I have a deck here that I have not touched, but I'm here. So I'm going to roll with it. This is my pile of wanting and needing to be different. Got it. Needing to be in control. You have a maturing, there's a beginning. So here's the gag. Here's the hilarious part. You don't even realize you've already started a new journey. You probably feel stagnant. You probably feel stuck. What happens is a change already began and you've just been ignoring the call to join in, is what I'm hearing. I don't know that I've gotten this in a reading. You've been ignoring the call to join in. This lack of efficiency is a lack of stepping into a call that's already happened. An era of your life that's already like moving. You don't even realize. That's all of this not realizing energy. You're already in a new era. A very prosperous one, actually. One that's really good for you. Like one that's going to be really successful. You don't realize you stepped into it. Like you're waiting for it to start and it already did. That's why we have this immaturing energy. Let me see. Can I see? Yeah, new beginning. Number 1, the new moon. We recently had a new moon. That could have been, relevant for those of you real time. Regardless of when you find it, there's something during or following a new moon will be relevant. But it is a new beginning, okay? You have a new beginning that's already started. That's hilarious to me as the reader. I think it's funny. You're the details pile. You're the details. Because how is this even in the deck? I don't even remember putting this in the deck. Because this is the reference guide. How is that? Like, you know how many times I've used this deck so much? Let's look at it. so much. Maybe you're the type that wants to know what the elements mean. I'll let you see the 4 elements: air, fire, water, earth. It came with the thing, but it's hilarious to me because why is it here? You pay too much attention to the details. Now I'm reading it because it's in the thing. Too much attention to the details, too much needing to nitpick and micromanage. Stop that. That's what, like, stop that. So much so that they're like, let's just slip the instructions in as the card to throw shade. That's funny. I'll take, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take them because they just slipped out the top, and we'll take that's my signifier to just go ahead and take the bottom of this deck. The waning crescent is the incoming energy of transforming. So you're being called to change because you're already stepped into an era where your life is already different, whether you realize it or not, right? You're already in a new cycle. You're just avoiding stepping in fully, right? So you're beginning to transform, and you need to help yourself with that, okay? We got a maturing energy of the flower moon. Flowers are exceptionally relevant. What's at the bottom of this? The stork. I'm like trying to be, I'm like, why? Because why is it delaying that? You got the god, okay? But the flowers are exceptionally relevant, okay? Bloom, you're blooming. Could be spring. We're talking about closing of because you have all of this Pisces, and it is Pisces season. It's a mutable sign that ends season. So it's the end of winter, which is the beginning of spring. So you're blooming, okay? Love it. Okay. Maturing energy of bee. Waning crescent. So just be. Sometimes allow things to be, okay? Bloom, be, just be, okay? Like, allow yourself to just experience things. Like, don't, like, literally this in reverse has to stop micromanaging, like this right here. So just be, okay? Allow yourself to experience life and to bloom and to grow, okay? We've got it 3 times here. Letter B could be relevant for you. But we've got this focus, an incoming energy of focus. If you just, you'll see an incoming energy, you'll be able to focus more when you stop trying to hyperfixate on details. Sometimes when you stare at something for too long, you lose sight of what it is. Sometimes you have to pull yourself out of it so you can truly see what's going on. That's what's happening in this image. Like, you have to be able to, like, you can't see what's going on if you're all up in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're all up in it, if you have it by the reins, if you're like all up in it, you can't really see. That's why, like, sometimes when you're like in certain situations, you can't really see, you know, what's going on, because it's all up in your face, okay? Like, take space and come back with fresh eyes. This is a fresh pair of eyes, okay? Like, this is my friend. You know what? I actually have I might give you a channeled song. Look at you, if I remember. Because I'm not even gonna upload this right away. I have to take a break after. Let me make a note. And look at you. I might reference it. But yeah, you need to take something. You need to see with a fresh pair of eyes. Okay, like fresh eyes, like a break. You'll be able to focus more if you just, because right now you're too much into something. Okay, is this gonna be last? Because, like, why? Okay, now I've moved on. You got magic here. We're gonna just move on. We're gonna keep moving on until I get to the point. Maybe this will come after all of those other cards. I'm excited to see what comes out here, because I want to know now why the timing and the placement is so important. And you are my attention to detail pile, so it will be very, very relevant when I eventually feel called to pull from this. Maybe pause and see what's going on, because if you watched any of the other piles, you don't feel pressured to. This is the second deck I pull from. I don't know why I keep skipping over it. Maybe you keep skipping over something. You may be skipping over something. It could be something you're supposed to be doing. It could be a detail you're missing because you're hyperfixating in the wrong places, right? Like, you're missing something, could be. Or you're trying to rush something that either needs to take time, has its right moment, right? I don't know, something, let me see, let me get. What will be revealed? What do you need to know? The karma, the outcome for my pile number. Ooh, you might want pile number 3. Because I was actually going to say that when I saw this fire moon, but I almost called you pile number 3. Silver tree of life, crown, skeleton key, pile 4. Number 4 could be relevant. Let's be nosy and see what these are, but I don't have space for these. Earth, healing, belief. These will be relevant things. You'll be grounded, you'll be healing, and something about your beliefs and your ability to believe something. Look at you, number 22. So you've got, where is it? Where is it? I'm getting a call. Someone is calling me. I don't have time for that right now. Maybe, hey, answer a call. Answer the call. There's a call you need to answer, literally. But divine masculine energy coming here. So it says the frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. I thought I had the number 11 here. That's what I was looking for, but it does not exist. I don't know where I got that from. Okay. Focus. There's something you should be focused on that you're lacking focus on, that you're hyper focusing on. Okay. Look at you. Very active principle. I'm like struggling with this. Magic is back, and we have discernment. The color blue is very, very relevant, okay? Which makes sense. It literally all over the reading, and intentionally so. So, the frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Some of you are watching all of the piles. Thanks for your support. If you were called to all of the messages, they could all very well all be for you. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you had that intention before you watched them. Like if you watched them all for entertainment and you're trying to pick after, that's cheating. So don't do that. The letter D could be relevant. You may be seeing repeating 2s. Steps 20, 21, 22. Okay. Yeah, so you need to discern where to focus. You seem to have difficulty discerning where to focus. So you hyperfixate where you shouldn't, and you avoid where you should be paying attention. Okay? And I said that at 21 minutes, 21 seconds of your recording. Your first card was the rose, number 21. Okay? All right. And the space between these two is 21, actually. So I don't know, that your joy, your pleasure, whatever I read on that first card could be very, very relevant. I'm still ignoring that card. I'm still ignoring this deck. That's the Afro Goddess Oracle. I'm ignoring the Afro Goddess Oracle. I went through the tarot. I got the details. I'm ignoring that deck. I don't know why, but I'm just going to keep... I mean, it may very well be the last deck I pull from. I'm not going to force it. I'm definitely not going to force it. Okay. Give me a card. What will be revealed? What you need to know? The karma, the outcome for my silver tree of life, crown, skeleton key. Please give me a message. Not getting all of those details. Some of you want a lot of details and you're making things harder than they need to be because of that, okay? I heard surrendering to the divine, like, right? Because we talk about surrendering to the divine, okay? Like I said, like that card, that hangman card is the let go, let God. This might actually be my divine masculine pile. That's interesting. I know I have a largely feminine audience. And most of the people that are feminine, that are masculine in expression or just male or masculine presenting, prefer these readings. So I guess that makes sense that there's a pile specifically catered to that group, because this is, yeah, I see that. Give me What am I missing? Why is it taking so long to get this card? Something, you may be taking too long to do something. Oh, what's that? It may be taking too long to do something. I don't even remember what I was gonna follow up with that statement, but we do have Aries here, which is cardinal energy, initiating energy. Aries season is coming up for those of you real time, but it says independence, bravery, and passion. It is the first sign of the zodiac. It is, which is why it's that beginning, right? It begins spring, beginning of spring. But it is active energy. It rules the Emperor and Tarot, ironically enough, which is number 4. So 4 is relevant here, but it is honestly Aries, Mars, god of war, god of power, god of activity in astrology, in Greek mythology, or Roman. I can't remember. It's not relevant. This could be considered divine masculine energy. So you got a lot of power. You got a lot of influence. Regardless of where you identify, you have a lot of capability, right? That you don't see, because you got 3 Pisces cards here. 7 of Cups could be a card of illusions, right? It could be not seeing things clearly, having so many options, having so much going on, right? Hyperfixating and having so much going on that you can't see clearly, you can't focus. But I'm telling you, like, there's a lot of concentrated energy on this table. Okay, like a lot of, like a high intellect, like a lot of power, a lot of influence, a lot of potential. There's so much on this table. Okay. And it feels like this is the power of not realizing it. You got mutable energy here. So beginning of spring, Aries, which is divine masculine energy. And we've got this mutable energy of closing cycles, ending seasons. We've got surrender here again, right? Surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. That is, so the mutable signs that end the seasons, it's Gemini, it's Virgo, it's Sagittarius, and Pisces. You may have Pisces placements. Even if you don't, that's the thing. Things that you're not aware of, for better, for worse, in the best and worst ways. So any shadow periods or hardships are a direct result of the aspects of yourself you're not privy to, and or people's ability to take advantage of that, right? Whether it's self-inflicted or not. And the biggest blessings are going to come from tapping into those aspects of yourself you don't realize you're gifted, talented, exceptionally blessed with. Okay, because this is also an energy of not recognizing your blessings. Ooh, I think I finally get to make it, because I almost went here, but I looked here first. Look at us. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Let me see. I'm excited. What's the Afro Goddess Oracle? It's crazy. I got divine masculine energy twice. Let me see. What's the Afro Goddess Oracle has to say to my silver tree of life crown? That's 2. I'm not going to take it though. Hey, look at you. Yeah, this is definitely my I don't know what to say. So if you're picking this, if you consider yourself to be feminine in expression, your attention is like, if this is, especially if this is your main pile, you're being actively called to manage your divine masculine side, whether you're hyperactive or underactive. I get a strong underactive with all of this watery Pisces energy. You need to activate your divine masculine side if you are feminine in expression. Okay, especially so. Okay, or you may have a divine masculine somewhere within your vicinity, because this right here is a pile of like dudes. I'm not trying to like I don't want to say it like that, but like that's the energy that I get. Okay. because it even landed there. And I love it because, like, honestly, like, I know, like, when I interact with the handful of you that exist here, the masculine, male, presenting, however you want to describe the energy, these individuals really do like these readings. I've gotten, like, over time, at least a couple of requests for these, and I love doing these. So here we are. Here you go. But yeah, even if you are identifying with this energy, you may be underactive in this sense, or hyperactive. And honestly, you can be both in different areas. You might be because I mentioned that hyperactive, hyper controlling in certain areas, but super passive and avoidant in other areas, right? You want to balance that out and disperse your energy effectively, right? There's enough of you for a variety of places. I feel like I've said this before somewhere. There's enough of you for a variety of spaces and experiences, right? Don't hyper fixate, hyper focus, overextend in 1, 2, 3 areas and completely avoid other areas of your life, of the things you're doing. Okay, because this is so in the Lenormand there's cards that say man and woman, but in this Afro Goddess Oracle version, she renamed them the goddess for woman, the god male. That's why we have, but I like the play on it because divine masculine, divine divinity, godlike energy. You have that in you, all of you here, regardless of how you identify, and you need to activate it accordingly in balance. Okay, at the bottom you have the black fox, number 14. Okay, I'm gonna pull the book so we can get more clarity here and we can talk about it. All right, I'm not gonna like see because it literally I mean, I'll let you see because this feels like my super nosy pile. Like, let me see. You can see the God, the man, but it literally just talks about literally just the man, like identifying you as the male. And then the black fox, because that's where I want the clarity. Here we are. Okay, it says when the day is over and everything is done, the ultimate goal of the fox is success for himself and his family. Being both smart and cunning, this card generally applies to our day-to-day grind to make ends meet. I hear sirens. Okay. Anyways, the reality is even with good intentions, sometimes you have to be clever to get ahead. Translated to possibly, hold on, I'm struggling a little bit to get this to light. Okay. Translated, see, that's to see why they wanted it to clip. Translated to possibly be a workaholic. The person of the fox, unfortunately, may not be trustworthy because it's all about their advancement for them, not yours. They may use trickery and traps, so stay alert. Know that you deserve to survive just as much as they. For in the wild, it's survival of the fittest. Be prepared. Don't take that personally because it's not necessarily just talking about you. It's called, the fox is known for very cunning energy, being very smart, very wise. It's you realizing when you have that energy in you and not underestimating other people's ability to have that same energy. So it talks about you making sure you're not prey and susceptible to hidden enemies, which is all over the table. And it talks about you making sure that you don't become jaded in life enough to where you become that, or self-sabotaging tendencies as well. But this is a pile of really needing to know how exceptional you are, how brilliant you are. This is a brilliant pile. This is a pile that has a lot of power, a lot of potential. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not disoriented, but you threw me off. You threw me off. So now I'm like, which deck do I use next? This one, because at the bottom of your reset you have full moon eclipse. There is one coming up. All right. What will be revealed? What do you need to know? The karma, the outcome. Look at me, I'm like knocking up, just shaking the whole table. The karma, the outcome for my silver tree of a life, crown, skeleton key. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Natural skill sets you're born into your life with. Okay? Don't let your past hold you back. I mentioned a cycle that started that you don't seem to be like, you don't seem to really be completely, it's like a bus, right? It's like being on the bus. It's like you're sleeping, you're asleep. Like you've arrived and it's time to get off the bus and you don't even realize you're at a different place. You think you're still where you got on the bus. You think you're still where you left. You're not there. You're like in a whole new place. It's time to get off the bus, right? Don't let your past hold you back. So that's what we have. But again, tapping into your natural skills and talents that you were born with to take you where you need to go. And I love this energy because it seems like you have a lot available to you that you don't even realize yet. You haven't even tapped into half of your full potential, to half of your gifts and talents. Like this, like you don't even know all of your capacity. I love it. Look at you. Confidence is your key to success. Okay, Leo talks about your personality. It does rule the 5th house of joy and pleasure, so I love that for you as well. But it talks about being confident, okay, and sure in what you do know. Yeah, it's okay to. This is a pile of needing to know everything. You don't need to know everything. You're not going to ever know everything, okay? But what you do know, what you are certain of, where you have identified your skills and talents, use them. And as you do that, more and more of that will become available to you. More and more of that will become exposed to you. Life is a journey, not a race, okay? I'm going to pull from this love base deck because I did it in every other pile. And then I'll close it out with my last two. Give me this love message. Honestly, I wasn't quite ready for this deck. Some of you might not be ready for, like, may not feel like you're ready for love. I feel like that just because I didn't see. Like, I was like, oh, it's time for the love deck. Like, oh, I wasn't ready for that deck. I love it. It's funny. Tell me what this message is coming for this pile. All right. It will be revealed what you need to know, the karma, the outcome for my Silver Tree of Life crown. Skeleton key. My pile number 4. What do they need to know regarding love? That's a reversal. Missed chances. Okay. Have you considered all your options? Did you give it everything? In the end, we only regret the chances that we didn't take. Okay. I'll put that here. And then, why is this, what's right here? Let's be a little bit nosy. Poppy. Oh, I did put that back. So, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I remember that Poppy being a really traumatized energy, if I'm not mistaken. I think I remember that being like a really traumatized pile, like groups. Like I know there's a pile, but I feel like I remember it because it came out so much. I was like, oh, whoever, all of the people picking this group where this keeps coming out must be truth. I hear off in the distance. This is past, just because the horn was off in the distance, but this was a really traumatized group of people that stepped in last year. But in reverse, control issues. You gotta let go of control. Definitely do. It says, by trying to control the situation, you'll only slow down your answered prayers. Let the divine take the lead. That's all of those 3 cards. The Hangman, the Judgment reverse, the High Priestess, like all of this. I mean, it's saying to stop doing that. Okay. It wants you to stop doing that when it comes to love. And it talks about missed chances. So stop trying to control things. Sometimes, honestly, especially when we talk about love specifically, sometimes just it does say just kind of go for it. We have all of this Aries active energy. And then without trying to micromanage everything, because this is a micromanaging pile, trying to control everything pile, trying to keep it together. Trying to control time, trying to control opportunities, trying to control situations, trying to control people. Sometimes you get so fixated on trying to focus, hyper fixated, that you miss opportunities, not just in love, but just all the time, right? Because you're so busy planning, right? You're so busy orchestrating. You're not actually like living. You're not actually living. Be, right? Just be. Yeah, that's what this wants to say. Let me hurry up because I'm not gonna lie, my battery's dying, so I have to hurry up. Let me go. Hopefully, if it cuts off, I guess I'll be back. I don't know, later. I guess I'll be back later. Let me get one card from this Healing Oracle deck. Give me a card. Okay. You've got growth. Fall leaves and acorns could be relevant, but you have growth. Let's put you here. Get all that divine masculine energy. I don't want to cover it up. Ooh, let me hurry up. Let me hurry up. I'm taking too long. So we got growth. Home. Okay. I'll pull the book because I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Number 44. So you may be seeing master numbers. Okay, fine. Oh, okay. This card represents homecoming of the soul and finding your tribe. It has a potential to be a homecoming. Judgment is a homecoming. Seven of Cups is a homecoming. So Hangman is surrendering. This is a surrendering to the divine pile. Okay. And I will let you read this because I gotta go. I'm gonna pull this last card, and you got success coming in. Success twice. Confidence is your key to success. So confidence will bring you much more success. That's what you need to know. And releasing control will reveal, you'll be at ease. You won't be so uptight. You'll be able to, like, things will come naturally to you, because that's when all of the untapped potential will reveal itself to you. Because if you stop being so like a stick in the mud and stop trying to like control everything, like, you'll be able to see clearly. That's what I'm saying. Okay. But you got willpower, which is more divine masculine energy. Okay. And you got grounding, stabilize, ground, be rooted in what you want, right? Don't miss chances. Don't miss opportunities by trying to control things and micromanage situations. Okay. Use your knowledge. You will gain knowledge. You will learn throughout this life. Okay. You will gain more knowledge. You will learn throughout this life. Use the knowledge you have available to take you where you want to go. Okay. You have a lot of discernment. Use your discernment. And stop taking too long to do things, because again, you like missing chances. Not romantic. It's not just romantic. It's life. You're much more brilliant than you realize, but you're so slow moving sometimes because you're not sure, or you're worried, or you're scared, and you're trying to like know too much at one time, that like it's slowing you down, right? It's the self-sabotaging tendency. Okay, so I'm going to close it out right now. That is all I have for you today, pile number 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.